Wait, does this make me a racist? Holy crap, that's a hit and run. I'm doing 85 and 25. Dude, you need like an actual map degree to do this, holy crap. I'm splooting! Well, hello, it's me again. Hopefully you're enjoying your day. Today, I decided that I want to play something that isn't stuff I played before. Stuff you probably haven't played before either. We're gonna go through archetypes that maybe haven't been shown a lot of love, and I understand why. The more I go along with this series, the more we learn more about stuff, and we learn why people don't play these decks, but at the same time, it still holds a place in my heart. By the way, if you don't want to really watch me building the deck or explaining all the cards, because you probably know what this archetype does, right? You probably know everything. Then all you gotta do, maybe skip an hour or two. That's how long the videos be sometimes. ADHD version is coming right up. But anyways, today, I want to play FA. This card's almost Pankratops. This card wishes it was Photon Delta Wing. This card- wait, Rise Horizon. This card's actually a Floodgate. This card's Aroma Jar. This is the glue of the deck. This card's almost a Towers. I wish this could be on the field more than it's not on the field. Who says Link 2s can't be bad? This card was almost good generically. Wait, you can draw 3 with this? Magical Stone of Excavation meets Magical Mallet? This card's almost good. This card has a win con, so you can already assume how playable it is. This card's Magical Midbreaker Field. This card wishes I could break my own field. This card is a reinforcement of the army, was a fields. Wait, that's every field spell. Well, at least you get a free normal summon. This card has to be played, but it's not good. This card's a trap. You can already assume it's a use case. This card's a battle trap. I'm going to say that it's worse than the card before it. This card is even more situational, as the name implies. Cool deck. Let's run some test hands. Let's hope we don't cry. Oh man, the level stuff is kind of confusing. What the heck? Is that this will make a Synchro 9. So I go Circuit Grand Prix. And then Hang on Mock triggers. So this will make a Synchro 6 because battle phase only. Then I can go FA Grand City Prix, which would make Hang on Mock, and then... Wait, what? Why this make an 11? What the heck? What's going on here? Wait. This was a 4 and a 7, right? You were a 4 and a 3. What the? Dude, levels are making me confused. Holy crap. I'm happy with this. I'm so happy to be playing a deck that isn't Star Seraphs or Malefics. I'm so sorry. Alright, I'm finally back. This deck is very unique. And I'm be honest, I had fun. I had fun testing it out. There is literally so many different ways you could build this deck. You can build FAs with Speedroids, you can build FA Pure, you can do FA Win Condition route. There's so many different ways you can build this deck, it is insane. Oh, I'm gonna give you the whole entire strategy. Right now. So, yeah, that was the strategy. Alright, let's make a game. Let's get into some test games. Sadly, it is only level 8, it's not high enough. Wait, what the heck? Banishing Cyber Dragon. He's playing Malefics. Yo, Malefics. Dude's actually playing TEA Malefics right now. Man's really wanted to play Solitaire, I guess. Am I lost here? He takes 1200. He loses? Okay. I mean, someone was cooking and then the house burned down and then the kitchen caught fire and I just don't know what happened. Man, field spells are like the enemy here. Having a field spell it up is always just such a doozy. Goes Branded Fusion? I mean, obviously I'm gonna negate Branded Fusion. I mean, why wouldn't I negate Branded Fusion? He's playing Surrendered. Okay. Time to list some pros and some cons. The pros. It's fun. It's fun. That's all I can say. It's fun. The goal of this series is always to just try new archetypes, try stuff people haven't played in a while. Hopefully it'll get support one day. Hopefully we can better understand why these type of archetypes haven't been played very often. Maybe we can find hidden gems where, hey, maybe I was wrong. Maybe with enough looking and stuff like that, we're able to find out, wait, I can actually play this and like it as well. So, but today we're starting with FA. It was hard for me to decide this deck because what I really want to play was Lavals or Flamvels with Rekindling and or play Psyframes, but I know like Joshua Schmidt did a video on Psyframes already, so But the point is, we're playing FAs. Hopefully it turns out pretty good. I'm gonna be honest, I did rage on the last episode of TEA for Star Seraphs. I was not a happy camper. But hopefully we can change our image and I can actually have fun games. Maybe not. It all depends on, I don't know. Alright, and if you're not new to this, what we normally like doing is going over all the cards within the archetype. We're playing on duelingnexus.com, by the way, which is what I use to it's a simulator. It's pretty nice. It stays up to date more often than you think. I really like it. This is my go-to. I've been playing it since day. It's a browser as well, by the way. So duelingnexus.com. Anyways, this deck, this archetype is very interesting in my opinion. It's like you've never seen before. FA, it's part of a series of like sports archetypes kinda. UA, FA, stuff like that. But this one is dealing with cars. Vehicles going on a race. F1, but it's FA. We have a list of a lot of cards here. So we're going to start off with FA Dark Dragster, which is a level 7 dark machine monster with 0 attack, 2000 defense. Oh, cannot be normal summon / set. Must be first special summoned from your hand by having a level 7 or higher FA monster on the field. But no FA Dark Dragster in your monster zone. Gains attack equal to its level times 300. Then, each time an FA spell trap or card effect is activated, you can increase this card's level by 1. Once per turn, you can target one card in the field, reduce this card's level by 3, and if you do, destroy that target. So, this one's a special summon only, which is interesting. It requires you to have a level 7 or higher FA monster on the field, which is very interesting because it seems like the mechanic, the gimmick of this deck is that it gains levels, increases its level by 1, every time I activate an FA spell trap. Also, it gains attack every time its level, well, depending on its level. So, even though it says at 0 attack right now, gains attack equal to its level times 300, that's already 2100. So, that's really interesting. And then if I keep activating FA spell traps, I keep increasing its level. Then I can remove a little bit off its level to destroy a card. So, that's cool. We're going to add it. Ship it out. Next up, we have FA Turbocharger, which is a level 6 wind machine monster with 0 attack, 1500 defense. As the effect that gains attack equal to its level times 300. Your opponent's monsters whose original level / rank is lower than this level gains attack equal to its level times 300. Your opponent's monsters whose original level / rank is lower than this card's level this card's level cannot target monsters for attack except this one. Your opponent cannot target cards except this one with effects of monsters whose original level / rank is lower than this card's level. Each time a FA spell trap or card effect is activated, you can increase this card's level by 1. If your FA monster battles while you control this level 7 or higher card, your opponent's monsters cannot activate their effects until the end of damage step. Now, more level manipulation, and to break it down, I'm going to call it the FA text at this point, to gain attack equal to its level. And the activated FA spell trap increases level by 1. I'm just going to call that FA text for now. The ability to grant protection pretty much, or like, it has it so you're forced to target this card if, with the level. So if your level or rank is lower than this card, you're forced to attack it. So if you have 2 of these guys on the field, technically you can lock your opponent out of attacks. Because they're forced to target that card, but if there's 2 copies of it, then they're forced to target the same card, and I mean, so I guess my goal is to get this guy at a pretty high level. Then also, if my FA monster battles while I control a level 7 or higher card, well, this level 7 or higher card, my opponent cannot activate effects until the end of damage step. So let's imagine they got like a mirror force or a magic cylinder. They can't do anything against it if my guy's level 7 or higher, which only requires me to activate my field, well, it would only require me to increase my level once. Because it's level 6, it'll be level 7. So, whole lot of level of manipulation. I'm a fan. Only thing is that it's level 6, so I need to find a way to either special summon this or normal summon without a tribute. I'm not sure. It's not really a starter either. None of these cards are particularly starters. This one is an extender because it can be special summoned with the Dark Dragster, so. Next up, we have FA Hang-On Mock, which is a level 4 wind machine monster with 0 attack, 1800 defense, that has the FA text. It also has unaffected by the activated effects from an opponent's monster whose original level / rank it's lower than this card's level. Then it has the rest of the FA text where increases level by 1 every time an FA spell trap is activated. Also, if this card is level 7 or higher, any card sent to your opponent's graveyard is banished instead. So this card's Macrocosmos. It's a level 4 wind machine monster, which is very interesting. It has the FA text, but the issue is that it would be a little more difficult to get this card to level 7 to activate that very powerful effect. Also, being unaffected by cards who are lower level than it is interesting because, I mean, it would be harder because it is level 4 compared to the other cards being level 7 and 6. But that doesn't stop it because once this card gets too high a level, it'll have a lot of attack, it'll be unaffected by monster effects, and then also it'll be banishing your opponent's card, so that's very interesting. Sadly, this is also not a starter. So having too many of these cards in hand with no way of doing anything else kinda sucks. Also, I just learned that it requires me to activate FA spell trap cards or effects, and not just any spell trap. If this said any spell trap, I would be having a field day, but it sadly says FA spell trap, so we may have a bigger issue here. Next up, we have FA Whip Crosser, which is level 4 one machine monster with 0 attack, 1000 defense, has the FA tax, the FA effect, text, dear lord. Your opponent must pay 300 life points to activate the effect of a monster whose original level / rank is lower than this level. Also, if this card is level 7 or higher, your opponent cannot discard or send cards from their hand to the graveyard to activate a card effect. That's very interesting. It's almost like building floodgates almost. It's like floodgate text. So, Turbocharger is a floodgate in how if you have 2 of them on the field, your opponent can't attack you because they're forced to attack. Well, I mean, if they're running with level monsters and rank monsters, only thing that bypasses this is monsters with a link, like link arrows and stuff like that. So, link monsters do affect this, which kind of sucks. What else? FA Hang On Mock is basically Macrocosmos and unaffected if it hits 7, but link monsters do hurt the deck, which kind of hurts. Whip Crosser basically prevents your opponent from discarding or sending cards from the hand to the graveyard to activate card effects, which is insane. Some cards do that. Some cards do that. Like, most cards do that. But the issue is it has level 4, which requires it to get to level 7, which may be difficult for the deck, so we just gotta find out. Next up, we have FA Sonic Master, which is a level 4 wind machine monster with 0 attack, 1000 defense, has the FA text, cannot be destroyed by battle with an opponent's monster whose original level / rank is lower than this card's level. And then also, if this card is level 7 or higher, it can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. Now, this card doesn't feel that strong. Basically, it can be destroyed by battle with lower level monsters, and then also it can make 2 attacks. I'm gonna be honest, this card doesn't feel as strong as I'd like it to be. So, we're adding it, but I'm just gonna say it's not that strong. Next up, we have FA Auto Navigator, which is a level 1 tuner machine wind monster with 0 attack and defense. Has the effect that, if this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can target one FA monster you control whose current level is higher than its original level. Special summon this card, and if you do, reduce that target's level by the difference between its current and original level. And if you do that, this card's level becomes equal to the amount reduced. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add a FA field spell from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of FA Auto Navigator once per turn. I know there's a lot of text here, but basically what it's saying is that if it's in your hand or graveyard, basically, you target an FA that has a different level, you reduce that level, so let's assume my FA Sonic Meister's level 5 now, it's originally level 4. Auto Navigator targets Sonic Meister to reduce his level by 1. Auto Navigator gets summoned, and because it got summoned by that effect, it increases his level by 1. Because it reduces the target's level by the difference between its current and original level, aka it removes all of the counters, all the level on it, and puts it on the Auto Navigator instead. Also, it adds an FA field spell from deck to hand, which is very interesting. I hope that the FA field spells are good. This is our first searcher. Being only able to use each effect once per turn does hurt, but I mean, it's fine. Also, it's a tuner as well, so this is synchro plays, I guess. There's possibility, but level manipulation does sound quite difficult to make synchros. But technically, this does guarantee certain synchros you can make, but let's see what we're cooking. We have FA Circuit Grand Prix, which is a field spell with the effect to increase the levels of all FA monsters on the field by 2 during the battle phase only. Once per turn, when your FA monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can draw 1 card. If this face-up card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, you can add an FA card from your deck to your hand, except FA Circuit Grand Prix. You can only use this effect of FA Circuit Grand Prix once per turn. I'll be honest, this card's not good. Battle phase mechanics kinda suck unless they're like really good at it, right? Like, okay, you increase the levels by 2 during the battle phase, which isn't bad, it's like a 600 attack boost. And then if it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, draw a card. The effect I do like is that if it is destroyed by card effect, you can add an FA card from your deck to your hand. Only being able to use it once per turn means Grand Prix is not going to be that good of a field spell. But look, we have another field spell called FA Off-Road Grand Prix, which is a field spell with the effect to increase all the levels of FA monsters on the field by 2 during the main phase only. Okay. You can only use each of the following effects of FA Off-Road Grand Prix once per turn. When an FA monster you control is destroyed by battle, you can discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand. If this face-up card on the field is destroyed by card effect, you can add an FA card from your deck to your hand except Off-Road Grand Prix. Interesting. So, this is better. Increasing my FA monsters level by 2 during the main phase is quite strong. This makes all of my level 4s level 6, which is so close to being level 7, which gives them their powerful effects. So, Off-Road Grand Prix isn't bad. Being able to be destroyed by battle and discard a card from my opponent's hand is like kind of in a loser state, like reactive. And it also has, if it's destroyed by card effect, add a FA card. I like that, it replenishes itself. Next up for field spells, we have FA City Grand Prix, which increases the level of all FA monsters on the field by 2 during the main phase and battle phase. Oh crap. Your opponent cannot target FA monsters you control with card effects. If this face-up card in the field is destroyed by card effect, you can add an FA card from your deck to your hand, except FA Grand Prix. You can only use this effect of FA Grand Prix once per turn. Holy. It basically, this card does what Circuit Grand Prix and Road Grand Prix does, but better. Because this doesn't lock you. I mean, this is literally battle phase and main phase. Increased by 2. Also, if your opponent can't target FA monsters with card effects, like, that's pretty strong. So this adds targeting protection to all my FA monsters no matter the level. That's pretty good. They gotta deal with this card now, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's scary. That's a scary card. Alright, next up we have FA Winners, which is a continuous spell that has the effect that if you control an FA monster, this card cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. When your FA monster's level is at least 5 or higher than its original level, battles an opponent's monster and inflicts battle damage to them, you can banish 1 card from your hand, field, or graveyard. You can only use this effect of FA Winners once per turn. If 3 of your FA field spells with different names are currently banished and were all banished by the effect of FA Winners, you win the duel. This card's, look, it's a win condition card. Win condition cards aren't the greatest cards. If they were good, you'd see people running them more. Very specific interaction. It requires my FA monster to be 5 higher than its original level. It requires it to battle an opponent's monster and inflict battle damage to him, which means my opponent's monster would have to be in attack position. You could say it may require 3 battle phases to be honest, or require 3 FA monsters with 5 level higher than their original, or require my Sonic Meister with up to 2 attacks. Or it would require... No, you can only use this effect once per turn. Oh no. It would require 3 battle phases, 3 ways for me to get my field spell on field, and 3 monsters, my opponents, on the field. Jeez, that card sucks. I'm sorry. Basically, win condition card. It's so bad, in fact, I'm putting this in the side. This card is something you probably wouldn't want to run even if you wanted to. Alright, next up we have FA Downforce, which is a quick play spell card with the effect to target 1 FA monster you control, increases level by 2 until the end of this turn. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card, then target an FA monster you control, increases level by 2. Oh my bad. You can only use each effect of FA Downforce once per turn. I'll be honest, this is fun. This is a fun card. FA text on the monsters already gain a level every time you activate a spell trap. And then Downforce basically increasing it by 2. So if I go single downforce on any of my level 4 FAs, they immediately become level 7. So the issue is that all it does is increase level. It doesn't offer any protection, nothing else. It's just increasing level, and I don't know. It's still good. It's still, I mean, it immediately makes them level 7. And it makes my level 6s into like level 10s, so I don't know. Next up we have FA Pit Stop, which is a quick play spell card with the effect 2. Target 1 FA monster you control, reduces level by 2, and if you do, draw cards equal to the number of FA Pit Stops in your graveyard plus 1. During your main phase, except the turn the card was sent to graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target an FA monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You can only use each effect of FA Pit Stop once per turn. So, I'll be honest, this card's not bad, I guess. What it does, basically, is that it targets one of your FAs, reduces level by 2, it draws 1 card. If there's no FA Pit Stops in your graveyard, then it would draw 0 plus 1, because it says the number of FA Pit Stops in your graveyard plus 1. So basically what it does is that it's draw power. My thing is that, well, also it banishes itself to target an FA and special summon it, but that's on the next turn because it said except the turn the card was sent to the graveyard, so that's not, What you want to hear is that, oh, if I have 2 pit stops in my graveyard, and then I activate pit stop, then basically I get to draw 2 cards plus 1, which is 3 cards. Yes, you're right, but you're not getting that situation. It is basically a draw 1. And you're just hoping that the game gets long enough where you may want to use it, I don't know. Next up we have FA Test Run, which is a quick play spell card with the effect 2. Target an FA monster you control, change its battle position, then destroy 1 card on the field. During your main phase, set the turn this card was in the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target 1 face-up card you control, destroy it, and if you do, special summon an FA monster from your deck. You can only use each effect of FA Test Run once per turn. Now, it's not bad, I guess. It pops a card. Oh, it pops any card. Oh wait, it's non-targeting. Oh crap. Oh, I see what's happening now. Okay, it's making sense. So basically, FA Test Run can change one of my cards to defense position, then destroy one of my field spells, because my field spells, when destroyed, can add an FA card from my deck to my hand. So, also it's just non-target destruction, so either one. I see what's going on here. I see what's going on. Then you can banish it to destroy another face-up card I control, which could be my field spell. And then special summon an FA monster from my deck, and then also the field spell would trigger adding another card from my deck to my hand. I have a funny thing I want to do with this deck that I've been thinking about as I've been reading the text. I'm going to explain it later, but it sounds super funny when I think about it. We have FA Overheat, which is a normal trap card with the effect 2. If only your opponent controls a monster, special summon 1 FA monster from your hand, and if you do, increase its level by 3 until the end of this turn. If this card is in your if this card's in the graveyard and you control no cards in your field zone, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Activate 1 FA spell directly from your hand or graveyard. You can only use this effect of FA Overheat once per turn. You know what hurts? The fact that you activate the field spell from your hand or graveyard. If this activated my FA field spell from the deck, I thought that would be crazy. But first off, it is a normal trap, kinda slow. Second off, its initial effect requires if I control no monsters, which means basically it's like, oh, you bricked? You bricked, my friend? I got you. I'm going to set this card, and then you can special summon any FA. But then it's like, oh, if you control no field spell, you can activate a field spell from your hand or graveyard, and I'm like, if the field spell is in my hand, I guess I could say, oh, a field spell on field has been destroyed, and I activate the banish effect of it, but I don't know, this card also kind of sucks. Maybe that's just me. Next up, we have FA Dead Heat, which is a continuous trap card with the effect 2. When your opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can special summon 1 FA monster from your deck. You can only use this effect of FA Dead Heat once per turn. Once per battle, if your FA monster battles an opponent's monster before damage calculation, you can have both players roll a 6-sided die. If your result is higher, increase the level of your battling monster by 4 until the end of this turn. Even if this card leaves the field, if your result was lower, destroy your battling monster. If it's a tie, both players roll again. This card sucks. First off, battle phase related kind of card. Second off, this is like the trap but worse. It's like if you're in a losing position, we're going to help you out ever so slightly. The traps are not looking very good. Let's get into the extra deck monsters. Maybe this will change everything. We have FA Shining Star GT, which is a link to machine monster, light machine monster with downward left and right pointing arrows, has 0 attack. It has the FA text. Also, it requires 2 machine monsters, has the FA text. Also, neither play takes any battle damage from attacks involving this card. It had, each time an FA spell trap card or effect is activated, place 1 athlete counter on this card. When your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can remove 1 athlete counter from this card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. You can only use this effect of FA Shining Star GT once per turn. Interesting, so if I'm looking at this correctly, each time an FA spell trap, I place an athlete counter. It's like it's a version of increasing its levels, kinda. Also, it's a monster negate. It is a super monster negate. Interesting. Also, it gains a lot of attack depending. Who knows? Who knows? It's not bad. It would be cool if this card just allowed me to special summon 2 from the deck, but it doesn't do that. Next up, we have this card most people know sometimes because they play it in different decks. FA Dawn Draxer, which is a level 7 light machine synchro monster with 0 attack, 2000 defense, requires a tuner and 1+ non-tuner monsters, has the FA text. If this card has a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. Also, once per turn, when your opponent activates a spell trap card or effect, quick effect, you can reduce this card's level by 2, and if you do, negate that activation. If you do that, destroy that card. So, this card's a spell trap negate. The link to is a monster negate. The synchro is a spell trap negate. It's going to be super interesting trying to fluctuate your levels of your monsters so that you can make the synchros though. Also, the field spells are quite helpful because some of them can protect your card, like 1 field spell can protect your card. It's so bad. Okay, last but not least, we have FA Motor Transport, which is a level 9 light machine synchro monster with 0 attack, 3000 defense, requires 1 tuner plus 1+ non-tuners, has the FA text. Also, this card gains the following effects based on its current level. If it's 11 or higher, it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. If it's 13 or higher, once per turn, you can target 1 FA monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So that's pretty cool. It replenishes your FA monsters from your graveyard. So if you get this card to 13, which would basically be using FA, I think it's FA Downforce. If you somehow use FA Downforce on Motor Transport, it would increase its level by 2, then because FA text, it would also increase by 1 more. Oh, that would only make it an 11, never mind. Looks like it would require like 2 Downforces, or it would require Downforce plus Field Spell, would make this a 13. Can't be sure Battle Card Effects isn't bad, I guess. Also, this thing would probably gain a lot of attack. It's not bad. Alright, and that's the end of the lineup for our FA cards. There's probably more. You know what I'll do? I may delete this part depending if I can't find anything, but sometimes it's good to look through the effect of FA just to be safe. I knew it. This is why you gotta do that. Look. If you just put FA card in like the thing, if you put FA card for like the title, you may just find cards that have FA in the name. But if you have FA in the effect, it would search monsters that mention the card FA in its effect text, which is kind of important because there's a card I almost missed. It is technically a merger between UA and FA, and this card's actually pretty good. I may want to run it. It's called UA Hyper Stadium. This card's always treated as, it's a normal, it is a field spell card with the effect that this card's always treated as an FA card. When this card's activated, you can add 1 UA or FA monster from your deck to your hand, or add 1 UA Stadium from your graveyard to your hand. You can reveal 1 field spell in your hand, you can pay 1000 life points, then you can normal summon 1 UA or FA monster during your main phase's turn in addition to your normal summon /set. You can only gain to this effect once per turn. You can only activate 1 UA Hyper Stadium per turn. Look at that, all the other field spells are trash. You know what this card does? It adds an FA from deck to hand already, which means I don't have to destroy it. So if I have that, and then I can normal summon for free. Oh, this card's also funky. I want to look at this. Okay, we have UA Locker Room, which is a quick play spell card with the effect that this card's always treated as an FA card. Target 1 UA or FA monster you control in your graveyard, add it to the hand, and if you do, you can gain 500 life points. Then you can apply this effect. Reveal any number of UA and or FA monsters in your hand. Shuffle them into the deck, then draw cards equal to the number of shuffle cards. You can only activate one UA locker room per turn. This card shuffles your, this card is like Magical Mallet, I guess. Cool deck, let's run some test hands, let's hope we don't cry. Alright, we open Hyper Stadium, Hang On Mock, Turbocharger, and Overheat. So, Hang On Mock is the Macrocosmos. We'll activate Hyper Stadium, I guess. We can go Hyper Stadium, we can add ourselves any FA. We can add ourselves Auto Navigator because Navigator adds a field spell. Because all the other cards do nothing, right? Yeah, these cards do nothing. That's funny. Alright, we'll add the field spell. We'll add Navigator. Technically, this is a special summon. So, oh, we did this in the incorrect order. Dang it. What I meant to do was normal summon Hang On Mock, then activate Hyper Stadium to add Navigator, then Navigator to trigger its effect to add a field spell. But it's fine. We can normal summon Hang On Mock. Yeah. No, I did this incorrectly. Let's try again. Alright, we opened a lot of spell cards. We have Grand Prix, Downforce, Off-Road, and Hyper Stadium. We also opened Auto Navigator. I'm trying to think, what can I do then? I want to add an FA monster, and I want to activate some FA spells. I think what I should be doing is activate Hyper Stadium here. I can go Hyper Stadium to add Hang On Mock, probably. I believe Hang On Mock is the strongest of the FAs right now. We can add ourselves Hang On Mock. This guy is a tuner, by the way. We can reveal the field spell to normal summon again. Reveal field spell. Pay 1,000. Then we can do a free normal summon. We can normal summon Hang On Mock using the extra normal summon here. Then we can... Oh, why would I chain that? So we did that. Now what we can do... Increase during the main phase 2 or Downforce. I think we can go Grand Prix. No, we can go Off-Road Grand Prix here. We're gonna activate Off-Road Grand Prix. Which means Hang On Mock and gain level. Hang On Mock is now level 7, which is kind of insane. We can activate Auto Navigator, targeting Hang On Mock. Think it would reduce it by 3, and then this card would gain 3. Now we can go Auto Navigator effect. Auto Navigator effect to add a field spell again, because oops all field spells. We can add ourselves Circuit Grand Prix, I guess. So now we have a 3 and a 7. Does this guy have any text? No. No, this guy doesn't have the FA text. So we can make a 7, right? If we activate... This one's the battle phase 1. So this will make a 7. This will make an 8. This will make a Synchro 9. No, this wouldn't. No, this would. Wait, what? Oh man, the level stuff is kind of confusing. What the heck? I know Circuit Grand Prix battle phase only, so their level would go down. But this is currently a 7. I think what would happen is that Hang On Mock would go up and become... This will make a Synchro 8. And then if I go Grand Prix, that'll make a Synchro 9. If I think I'm doing that correctly. Is that this will make a Synchro 9. So I go Circuit Grand Prix. And then Hang On Mock triggers. So this will make a Synchro 6 because battle phase only. Then I can go FA Grand City Prix. Which would make Hang On Mock and then... Wait, what? Why this make an 11? What the heck? What's going on here? Wait. This was a 4 and a 7, right? You were a 4 and a 3. What the? Dude, levels are making me confused. Holy crap. Okay. Higher level specimens card. Reduce the target's level, by the difference between its current and original level. And if you do, this card's level becomes equal to that amount reduced. Okay, this guy was a 4. Jeez, what did I do here? Wait, you were a 4. And then I activated Off-Road. Off-Road plus its own effect made it a 7. Right? That became a 7. I need to understand how this freaking deck works. Oh, you're only a 9? Dude, what am I on right now? Increase it by 2. Holy. My brain is exploding right now playing this deck. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, I don't even know I recommended level manipulation deck. That was a bad idea. Alright, so Circuit Grand Prix we would only increase our level a little bit using Sonic Meister. Okay, let me try plotting this out. Sonic Meister is a 4. Auto Navigator's a 1. Sonic Meister would gain 1 level due to me activating Circuit Grand Prix, which we know will be a 5. Then Auto Navigator would target Sonic Meister, reducing its level by 1, and then it'll become a 2. Which means that this would become a 4, and this would become a 2, and it'll make a 7. Is what I assume. So we're going to start with Circuit Grand Prix here. Circuit Grand Prix, we're going to normal summon Sonic Meister. I'm dumb. I meant to normal summon Meister first. Oh my lord. Okay, as you can see, the process of learning a deck is not very easy. Especially when you have to learn in like 2 seconds. Alright, let me try to remember how these cards work. Test Run targets an FA, change battle position, destroy field spell. Which means Circuit Grand Prix would definitely add an FA card. So, if I remember correctly, how I'm supposed to do this? Oh my lord, this is difficult. How do... Okay. Just... Whew. Okay, what if we... Okay, Meister would be a 4. Meister will make it a 4. Grand Prix would make it a 5. This would make a 5 and a 1, which would become a 4 and a 2, which makes 7. Test Run would make Meister a 5. Oh shoot, that makes 6. Okay, so 5 and 2. Wait, no, 4 and 2 is 6. Test Run to pop Grand Prix would make Meister a 5. 5 and 2 would make 7. You would add a card, and you would add a field spell. Meister would go from 5 to 6, and then a 6 and 2 would make 8. And then whatever card you add from my deck to the hand could be a spell, and then that'll make it 9. Okay, there we go. So what I'm going to do here, we're going to normal Meister. We're going to activate Circuit Grand Prix. There we go. We're going to Meister effect to add, to increase level. Meister increases level. We are then going to Auto Navigator because I'm so afraid here. We're going to Auto Navigator target Sonic Meister. Auto Navigator target Sonic Meister. We're going to put in defense here. We're going to go Auto Navigator, change level. Oh, it adds from deck to hand, I forgot. We can add Hyper Stadium here. I think I'm going to add Hyper Stadium. We're going to add Hyper Stadium because by golly. Wait, how did you be... Wait, what? Dude, what did I do? Wait. Okay, so the difference between the current and whatever... So, between 5 and 4 is not 1. Dude, I'm losing it. I'm literally losing it. Holy crap, this is getting difficult for me to understand, and I don't like it. Alright, we're gonna go Test Run here. We're gonna go Test Run. We're going to target Meister. Now we're going to target Navigator. Change the battle position to destroy Circuit Grand Prix. We're going to go Sonic Meister and then Chain Link Circuit Grand Prix. Grand Prix is going to add us so we can get a field spell going. We can add ourselves if we get a field spell. You add an FA monster and you add a field spell. Can we add ourselves... Holy shindig, I'm losing it. Okay, I think we add ourselves Circuit Grand Prix. We add ourselves Circuit Grand Prix. Meister becomes a 5. Meister triggers... Wait, what? Oh no. The effect of a card being... Of the graveyard effect of the field spell also counts. You've just became a 7. Which means that I can activate Hyper Stadium. I can say yes. Hyper Stadium, I can add Dark Dragster, I think. I think Dark Dragster is the way to go here. We can add Dark Dragster. Meister becomes a 7, which makes it a Synchro 8. Sonic Meister effect. Then I can use Hyper Stadium to reveal Field Spell and pay 1,000. Sonic Meister triggers again. It becomes a 8, and then I can make a 9. Alright, so I can make a Synchro 9 here. We're going to make Motor Home Transport. We're going to make Motor Home Transport using those two. Motor Home Transport has been summoned. Then what we can do, since we have a free normal summon, first what we can do, we can special summon Dart Dragster. Special summon the Dart Dragster. Has a whole lot of attack. Also, Wait, I can reduce this card's level to target a card and destroy it? Oh, it's to target my field spells to destroy them, I forgot. So what we're gonna do, we are going to go Grand City Pre. I see what I was supposed to do. So now we can trigger Dart Dragster and we can trigger Motor Transport Home. Then what I can do, I can go Dart Dragster effect to reduce his level. Oh, to destroy Grand City Pre. Then I can activate Grand City Pre effect. Grand City Pre can add something else, because why not? I can add, I don't know, like, Locker Home? What's in my graveyard? Dude, I'm losing my crap. This is getting difficult for me to understand. Dart Dragster is a non-once per turn, so I can special summon this card again if I want. What if I go Pit Stop, though? If I go Pit Stop, I think if I go Pit Stop to draw, because maybe I can draw into another Dart Dragster. We're gonna draw using Pit Stop here. We can activate Dart Dragster again. We can activate Motor Transport Home. What do you do? It reduces by 3. What we can do now, we can go Pit Stop. We can go Pit Stop to... What do you do? Reduce by 2. We can go Pit Stop, target Dragster by 2. Draw a card. We can activate Dragster and we can also activate Motorhome here. Motorhome becomes a 12. We can then use the extra normal summon on Navigator. We can then go into Shining Star GT probably, using those two. I forgot to have a field spell here. Dude, my brain's finna explode, holy crap. Alright, one more go. My brain is losing it. Oh, dude, note to self, level manipulation is like the devil. This deck is like actually crazy. Alright, what we're forced to do. What do you do? Do you have a banish effect? You know what I gotta say is interesting though? The ability to just target any card on the field and destroy it may have synergy. It may have synergy, I think. Which means I may have to spend hours trying to figure out what the synergy is. Okay, we're gonna go Circuit Grand Prix, since this is just battle phase only, right? Wait, no, because I have to change the battle position of a one I control. Yeah, this is a brick, I think. Yeah, this is a brick. I can't summon Turbocharger, unfortunately. Dude, this deck is interesting, though. Like, believe it or not. So, what I would have to do... I can normal Sonic Meister. Normal Sonic Meister. Then I can go Pit Stop to draw a card. We can go Pit Stop to draw a card. What's interesting is that we didn't even, the whole in Archetype cards are like... Oh, we drew, we can go Sonic Meister effect to increase level. What's interesting is that we don't even have to like add cards here. We can go Grand Circuit Pre. We can go Sonic Meister and increase the level. Popping our field spells, huh? Popping our field spells. Popping our field spells. I forgot, Sonic Meister does nothing. Okay, one more hand. One more hand, and I think I know what this deck does. Alright, we have UA Hyper Stadium, plus that's not a field spell, unfortunately. Shoot. What we can do, we can normal summon Meister here. Normal summon Meister. We're gonna normal Meister. We're gonna go Hyper Stadium. We're gonna go Hyper Stadium to add ourselves Auto Navigator, which will trigger Meister to make it a level 5. Meister effect triggers. You become a level 5. Then what we can do, we can activate Auto Navigator to target Meister. I think what's gonna happen is that Auto Navigator is gonna be a level 1 still. Is it? It's still level 1. Okay, I got you. So that would mean Sonic Meister would have to be more than level 5 for this to mean anything. This adds a card, I think, right? This does add a card. I think I'd have to go into Off-Road Grand Prix here, I think. Giving me the extra normal summon isn't bad, though. Hyper Stadium to extra field spell here. Meister becomes 1 more, which makes it a Synchro 7. I can make a Synchro 7 if I want. This one adds extra 2 levels, which does make it a Synchro 9. So we can go Downforce here, targeting Sonic Meister. Increase it by 7. Shoot, that makes it a 10. We do not trigger the effect. What we do instead... Wait, what? I misinterpreted. Wait, one more. I don't want this video to be freaking 5 hours long. Alright, here's the hand. We have Hyper Stadium Test Run. Okay, Hyper Stadium can add any card. We can go Hang On Mock, and then also Auto Navigator here. So what we do, I think what we do is Hang On Mock. We normal summon Hang On Mock. We then activate Hyper Stadium. We go Hyper Stadium. We add ourselves... We have Auto Navigator. We can add ourselves a Dark Dragster if we want. Yeah, we're going to add Dark Dragster. Then Hang On Mock's going to trigger. Hang On Mock triggers. We can special summon Auto Navigator. We can go in Auto Navigator effect. Special summon itself. It sadly only becomes Auto Navigator effect triggers. Oh, it is the difference, kind of. I don't know. We can add ourselves Off-Road Grand Prix, I think, would be the best choice here. And then we can get an extra normal summon off of Hyper Stadium. Hyper Stadium effect, revealing Off-Road Grand Prix. Pay 1,000. Then we can trigger Hang On Mock again. Hang On Mock and trigger. Hang On Mock does trigger. What we can do now, we can activate Off-Road Grand Prix. Off-Road Grand Prix, Hang On Mock. Oh shoot. You gain 2 levels, don't you? Because you're level 7 and I think you become... No, this is just during the main phase. Ah, damn, I forgot how it works. Yeah, this makes a 10. Oh, man. Dude, it's so difficult gauging this deck. Alright, we're gonna go Dark Dragster special summon it. You're a 9 already, which is insane. But what we can do though, we can go Dark Dragster, trigger the effect of Dark Dragster to pop Off-Road Grand Prix here. We're gonna pop Off-Road Grand Prix. We can then go Grand Prix effect. Grand Prix can add ourselves the bad field spell, I think. What's in our graveyard? We can add a UFA or FA monster. No, I think I want to normal summon again. Do I? I think I want to go Pit Stop. No, I need another field spell. We gotta add the battle phase one. We can add Circuit Grand Prix. Then Hang On Mock and Dragster can increase in level. Hang On Mock plus Dragster here. So you become a 7, you become that. 7 and 1 makes 8, which means if I go FA Circuit Grand Prix, then what I can do, I can increase you again and increase you. There we go. Bingo bango. We got an A and a 1, which means we can go into Motorhome Transport. Wait. Can I make a synchro? Can I make Dawn Dragster into Motorhome somehow? So Dragster, Dark Dragster plus Navigator does make the other guy, which is a 7. If I normal summon you, that'll make a synchro 8. And then if I use Test Run, that makes it... Oh, that sucks though. I think unfortunately I can't do what I think I want to do here. So what we can do though, we can go Motorhome here. Motorhome Transport here. Then what we can do, we can activate Test Run, I think. I already use your effect to pop a card, right? And all this card does is just pop a card, which is not bad. I can go Navigator, or I can get an extra normal summon in. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go Test Run. We're gonna go Test Run to change the battle position of Motorhome. And then pop Circuit Grand Prix. We can trigger Motorhome plus Dark Dragster plus Circuit Grand Prix. Circuit Grand Prix can add us... I think I want to increase the level though, right? I think I want to add myself Downforce. It's either Downforce or the good field spell that makes it untargetable. I think I'm going to go Downforce here. You become a 7, you become a 10. Then you would trigger again. You become 8. You become an 11. And then this one will make it a 13 or higher. Alright, then what we can do, we can go Downforce. Wait, I can make another Motorhome. That's funny. Let's normal summon Auto Navigator here. So that we can go and make the Athlete counter here. We can go Shining Star GT. The Athlete counter. Holy crap, what the heck? Oh, gains attack equal to the total levels of FA monster this card points to. No wonder, this card's freaking beefy. Now we can go downforce here to target ourselves motorhome. Downforce target motorhome. We have an athlete counter, we can go motorhome transport, you become a 14. So then it can be destroyed by battle card effects, and I can also target an FA monster from my graveyard special summon it. We can go motorhome transport to target, I think Dart Dragster should be nice, right? Dart Dragster I think is a good one. I think we go Dart Dragster here. We can pop another card again. Oh, it's a soft once per turn, I understand now. 6,300 attack is kind of insane though for the Shining Star GT. Okay. You know what? I'm sold. I'm really sold right now. Okay, I spent a lot of time working on just doing the test hands, understanding what this deck does. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with this. I'm so happy to be playing a deck that isn't Star Seraphs or Malefics. I'm so sorry. I may have a very hard time playing actual games, but this is fun. I understand why this deck is so fun. I'm talking about not having searchers. The field spells are the searchers. And the ability to pop any card in the field is stronger than you think. So I'm going to cook around, see what I can do with this deck. It may take a while. Make sure to turn down your volume. I like playing this loud BPM song, throat core, whatever it's called, stroke core, speed core, noise core, whatever it's called. So I'll be back. Wow, new song. I must be wrong. Please, duct tape my balls to the nearest moving song and watch me run. The essence of gloom has ceased, but that does not mean I am without pain. Bleh. Holy, I 112% forgot to show like other people playing this deck. I spent like close to 2.5 hours. Anyways, let's just look at what other people are playing. I'm gonna slap this in here and say, hey, we can look at what other people are playing on YGOProDeck.com. The #1 wealth and source for whatever. Look at what other people are playing. It aligns with the FA strategy. I was supposed to look at what they were playing before I decided to build my own version. So that's on me. Wow, look, we have FA decks. Oh my god, we have a lot of FA decks, actually. There's FA decks. There's FA decks for days, which is nice. I'm glad people are playing FA. FA's a very interesting strategy. So, makes me wonder if I ever should have started this. Let's just see. 3 hours ago, FA. Let's see what they're playing, how they're playing it. Alright, they got your standard, it's literally FA. They're trying to go with FA winners, I respect it. That is FA. That is literally the FA core. The in archetype, FA metal foes. FA but with pendulums, question mark? Well, just as you see, FA plus metal foes. Bow Baboon, MST to pop your own field spell. I mean, what can I say? Being able to go into Synchro 7s isn't bad either. I see what they're going for. Anyways, what's next? FA 2024 by... Let's just see what they're cooking up. By Shamonsti, eh? Let's see what you're cooking. Not bad, using the Assault and a little bit of Psy Reflector, Psy Beast, the Assault Core. I like what you're cooking. Speedroids, I also considered Speedroids as well. I probably should have ran Speedroids. I'm making the deck more complicated than it needs to be. I mean, Speedroid plus Speedroid, then go Rubber Band Shooter, reveals Wind Synchro, add Speedroids, but I think you're locked into Synchros, yeah. You're locked into Synchros. This does mean Speedroid plus another card is one of your immediate Synchros, like your Motor Transport. E-Telly for Ghost Ogre, I also like the strategy. FA Speedroid. I mean, Speedroid does go with FA. Speedroid is an archetype in itself. Wind Witch is Speedroid's FAs. downforce. I also would have ran all these, to be honest. I wanted to. I wanted to run speedroids with it, but I just didn't feel like it was necessary. No, not that it was necessary. I felt like creating my kooky version. Because you can do a couple limiter removal, running the trap cards, and FA winners. They're going for a certain strategy. FA punk. Why would you run the punks is my question. What is your goal for punks? Using the punk, Destrudo, Armageddon Knight, Prosperity, Diabolantis? Send what? What are you? No comment. Let's see what FA Winners Treasure Panda, feeling the need for speed. I like the name of that. Tioyayi. Kookadoodle Doo. Called by. I probably should have ran Called by, to be honest. Wind Witches. Because they are wind monsters, you can do wind synchro plays. Which is probably what I should have done, but I'm a goofy goober and I just start cooking whatever else. So yeah, that's our deck. Just feel free to go to YGO Pro Deck and check out all these FA decks or whatever. I think it'll be super interesting for you to check out. Now, I'm sorry if that time-lapse song goes crazy or went too long. It may go on a little bit longer until I finish this, and I'll come back when I finish. Alright, I'm finally back. This deck is very unique. And I'm be honest, I had fun. I had fun testing it out. There is literally so many different ways you could build this deck. You can build FAs with Speedroids. You can build FA Pure. You can do FA Win Condition route. There's so many different ways you can build this deck. It is insane. I like the mechanic of building levels. You can play FA in a way where you don't even have to go into your extra deck. So I was considering that. I was running like Ultimate Slayer. I was considering not going into the extra deck at all. I was using the extra deck as like a resource to provide interruption and also build my strategy up. Since the deck since all the main deck monsters have their own little effects that are kind of strong, being able to use your extra deck as more of a resource or an extra deck is like not that bad. It's so unique. The ability to non-targeting pop cards as well is also very strong. The protections they provide is really good. The ability to be able to make your cards unaffected by certain monsters, shutting down strategies, having that ability to just do a whole lot of stuff, and I think that's just super fun. It's a super fun and unique playstyle, which I'm just not used to at all. I'm really not used to it. So this was super fun to build. I really hope that it comes out good, like me playing the deck actually doesn't mean me crying a little bit. Because there's a lot of room where you're like, huh, maybe I should put more non-engine, maybe I should cut down on the FAs, maybe I should add more FAs, maybe there's too many field spills, maybe there's not enough, maybe I can make it to 40 cards, maybe I can do 50 cards. There's so much there. I mean, there's so much you can do with this deck. And I wanted to treat you, the viewer, to a deck that can honestly just build around what you want to do in a fun way. It's kind of fun. Like, yeah, I'm giving you that opportunity instead of playing a garbage deck. I'm sorry. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go over the main deck and the extra deck, and I'm just gonna explain it all. First, we're gonna go for ratios. I'm gonna explain a little bit of my reasoning and what I wanted to achieve with my ratios. And yeah, let's see what we're cooking here. So first off, ratio wise, let's go for cards I cut out. I cut out FA Turbocharger because it's a level 6 monster and you have to normal summon certain monsters to like start your plays. It being level 6 means I can't normal summon it, I'll have to tribute summon it. And I don't like that. I really don't. I'm not a fan of that. And then this effect only makes it so, oh, if your FA monster battles while this card's level 7 or higher, they cannot activate the effects until the end of the damage step. And I'm like, huh, battle phase related mechanic, not that strong. Level 6, kinda meh. I'm like, yeah, you're higher level, but I'd rather acquire that naturally, and you start to find out the level 4 monsters are just better. They're literally just better. Next up, another card I cut out. I cut out FA Sonic Meister. You know, this was a bold play because there's not many, the level 4, you kind of want a level 4 on field that can just activate effects, right? Now, the issue is that this card's also battle related, where it can be destroyed by battle with monsters lower than its level, and I'm like, that's kind of meh. I'm like, yeah, you can floodgate out your opponent, I guess, unless they summon a link monster and you're kind of screwed. Then, being able to make 2 attacks on monsters is just kind of meh as well. It's not what I'm going for. It's not going to be too much of a battle phase related strategy because it's just not strong in my opinion. Next up, another card I cut out. I cut out FA Pit Stop. I'm be honest, I did not want to cut this card out. I really didn't. This card's really good, is what I think. Because it's basically Upstart Goblin, but if you magically find a way to send another FA Pit Stop, it becomes Pot of Greed, right? But I guess it's too specific. It requires me to target an FA monster I control, reduce its level, then I draw cards. Like, and then reducing levels of your FA monsters is sometimes not what you want to do. So then it becomes too much of a liability. Then also having 3 copies of Pit Stop when you can only activate 1 of them per turn is just not that good. Like, yeah, I mean, I can banish the card from my graveyard, target an FA in my graveyard and special summon it, but like, I don't know. Maybe that's too slow. It just feels slow. Like, yeah, it special summons my FAs, but from my graveyard, but it just feels so slow. I may add it back in. It all depends, but it just feels slow to me. So I just took it out. At first I was running 3. Next up, another card took it out. I took out UA Locker Room because adding an FA to my hand is kind of meh, and then shuffling FAs to draw them just sounds like ash bait. I'm sorry, I just won't add this card. When they go to the graveyard, they kind of stay there unless I want to summon them off of Motorhome, so that's a no can do for me. Next up, we have, what else did I take out? FA Winners. We already know FA Winners is one of those win condition cards. They're not very strong. 2 conditional. I took out both of the traps. They're too slow. They're battle phase related, and they're also not really what I want to achieve. Not a fan of those, so yeah. Now on to the main deck and ratios. I basically kept 3 Dart Dragster because technically this card is a non-once per turn to summon, and also it's a soft once per turn to target a card on the field and destroy it, so level modulation, who cares? It's the fact that this card can summon itself for free every single time. If I get one of my FAs to level 7, I can search it pretty easy when I destroy a field spell. It may not have protection, but I do like it. It's a good extender. I need it to pop my field spells to activate their effects. Helps you cycle through all the field spells. It's not bad. Hang On Mock I left at 3 because it's basically unaffected by activate effects of monsters whose lower level, which means technically this card can't get Veilored. You try to Veilor this card, I'm unaffected. You try to Ash this card, it has no effect where you'd Ash it, but like, and then also it becomes a Macrocosmos. I mean, technically I use this as like my starter kinda, because the effect to add to increase his level, I don't want to get effect Veilored, right? Because I need that. I need FA Auto Navigator to reduce its level to special summon itself. But if my Hang On Mock gets impermed or Veilored, then I won't be able to do that, and that will kind of hurt. So this guarantees my level increases, is what I'm saying. So that's good. Whip Crosser we put to 2. I'm be honest, I didn't mind 2. 2's not bad. Like, I'd rather have Hang On Mock be on the field to start it off than Whip Crosser. Whip Crosser's like my second summon if I use the UA Hyper Stadium as my extra normal. Like, yeah, your opponent cannot discard or send cards from their hand or graveyard to activate card effect. That means they can't Ash you. Like, if this card becomes level 7, they can't Ash, they can't Baylor, they can't do this, or anything. So that's not bad, right? I like it. But I put it at 2. You don't need too many of those. I honestly could put it down to 1, but I do want extra targets for my field spells once they pop and everything. What else? Auto Navigator we kept at 3 because this card searches the field spell that searches the card that searches the field spell, and you kind of need that. Also, the issue with the deck is that you rack up on field spells. You need a lot of field spells to keep this deck functioning, which I'm not really a fan of, but it's part of the archetype mechanic. So field spells, be my guess. So what's more ratio stuff? More ratio. Get ratioed, eh? Test run I put to 2. I mean, yeah, it changed the battle position, then pop a card in the field. it facilitates my plays to be able to pop my field spells, but it also can just non-targeting destroy any of my opponent's cards without monster effect. So like, if I get skill drain, oh, I can just go this card, change the battle position, and then pop a card on the field. It's pretty strong. Also, banishing the card to target a face-up card I control, destroy it, and special summon an FA from my deck. That's pretty good as well. My field spell that seems kind of useless, banish it, pop it, special summon an FA, then my field spell triggers to add an FA card. Like, not an FA monster, an FA card. So, that's always strong. We put FA downforce to 1 because the ability to increase the level seems like a niche scenario. It's kind of niche. It's super niche, kind of. Increase the level by 2, sometimes I want to do that, sometimes I don't. Like, I just need that little bit of oomph so that my FA motorhome transport can be level 13 or higher, pretty much. What else? City Grand Prix, which is the main phase 2 and battle phase protection as well. I put that at 2. I was going to say 3, but like, it's fine. I think 2 is fine. 2 is completely fine. You pop the first one. Well, you try not to pop this. Like in your combo, you try to search this card last in your deck. You want this to be your last search so that your FA monsters cannot be targeted by card effects, which is kind of what you want. You want that protection, so you kind of want to search this last so this can be on the field. Then UA hype. Oh, UA FA Off-Road Grand Prix I put it at 1 because though it does protect your card's main phase 2, FA Grand Prix City Grand Prix is just better. Because all this thing does is like, if my FA's destroy a battle, discard a card from my opponent's hand, like, the heck? Battle phase mechanic go burr? No, it's not that strong. Like, yeah, if it gets beat up, sure, discard a card. I mean, that's losing scenario. This is basically to facilitate if that card gets popped again to search another card, so that's all it's for. And then FA Circuit Grand Prix, the battle phase increase level, kinda is there like as a field spell, like a pop to also search a card, but also be able to trigger my FAs again, because you want FA spell trap card names so that you can keep on triggering their effects to keep on increasing their levels. But then sometimes with the other FA field spells I increase the level by 2, the level gets way too high and you're unable to, and then they both end up being like, the tuner and the non-tuner end up being like level 7 or 8, and then you can't synchro on anything. So by this only increasing the level during the battle phase, when you would use it during the main phase, it wouldn't increase the level by 2. Because when you activate it, it already increases the level of the FA monster. So, but then if I use the one that increases the level by 2 during the main phase, if I activate it, my tuner goes from being 1 to 3, and my non-tuner ends up going from like level 5 to like level 8, and then I can't do anything. So it's a good bridge. I kind of need it. Then UA Hyper Stadium is like a 1-card combo, not really, but you kind of need that. It gives you an extra normal summon and it adds from deck to hand. My only gripe is that when the card doesn't do anything when it's destroyed, so you kind of forced to run that and then you have the other field spell throw it in there, which I'm not a fan of, but it's fine. It's okay. It's cool. I put it at 3. It's pretty strong, and those are your field spells. Motorhome I put to 1 because you only need like 1 of them. You're not synchro summoning more of these guys. And then Dawn Dragster I put to 1 because it's a good spell trap negate, but it's kind of hard to make because levels fluctuate, and it took a lot for me to try to figure out how the heck this deck worked. Then what else? Shining GT Star is a super cool card. The ability, like, if you get Motorhome Transport at level 13, that thing has like 4,000 attack. And then Shining GT Star also has like 4,000 attack. The part where it says neither player takes any battle damage from attacks involving this card does kind of suck. But this also guarantees that Shining GT will always beat over a card. And then also it being a monster negate is just extra cherry on the top, so that's always good. I was considering using an engine where I can immediately get 2 level 4 or 2 machine monsters on the field for free. But I couldn't. I was unable to find a strategy that isn't too crazy that wouldn't explode my deck. Like, this is 45 card. I would normally make a 40 card deck, so yeah. Okay, now that I'm done explaining like for 5,000 years, let's get into the actual main deck and the reason why I chose the cards. So we're gonna start off with like let's go hand trap lineup. I was going to play this deck anyway. Cyframes. Basically, they're hand traps. Hand traps are cards where you either discard them and they activate effects during your opponent's turn, quick effects, and they're activating your hand. Ta-da, like Ash Blossom and stuff like that. So for this, Cyframe Gear Delta. Now we'll start off with Gamma. Gamma's an important one. Cyframe Gear Gamma, which is a level 2 light psychic tuner monster with 1000 attack, 0 defense, that cannot be normal summon / set, and must be special summoned by a card effect. Doesn't say its own card effect, but just by a card effect in general, and we'll get to that later. When your opponent activates a monster effect while you control no monsters, quick effect. You can special summon both this card and one Cyframe driver from your hand, deck, or graveyard, and if you do, negate that activation, and if you do that, destroy that monster. During the end phase, banish the face-up monster special summoned by this effect. Basically what this does is summon, when your opponent activates a monster effect to stop one of my plays, this card's in your hand, well, I would have to control no monsters, you know what I mean. Like if I activate Hyper Stadium to add a card and they Ash Blossom, because if a card's added from deck to hand, you can Ash to negate it. I can chain Gamma being able to summon itself along with Cyframe Driver, which is just that guy, and then negate the effect and destroy the card, which is kind of what I want to do. Next up, we have Delta, which is a level 2, it's basically Gamma but it negates spells. I'm just going to say that, I'm not even going to get into it, just negate spells, that's all. It's literally Delta, it's literally Cyframe Gear Gamma, but it negates spells. Now, here's the reason why I also ran these cards, is because Emergency Teleport, which is a quick play spell card with the effect to special summon one level 3 or lower psychic monster from your hand or deck, but banish it during the end phase. Technically, since Delta, Gamma say that they have to be special summoned by a card effect, means that Emergency Teleport special summons it by a card effect, and if I don't want to use my normal summon, I can use Gamma plus whatever one of my hang-on FA monsters and then go into a synchro, I feel like. Because this deck will go into synchro summoning because the auto navigator's a tuner, motorhome needs non-tuners, so I will be going to synchros. Emergency Teleport means I can just shoot these out the deck if I want, which is super nice as well. We have Ghost Over Snow Rabbit, you know this card. If a spell trap is activated or a face-up monster on the field is already on the... Wait, did I explain this card one day? I don't think I explained this, never mind, let me get into it. Next up, we have Psychic Processor, which is a level 3 dark psychic monster with 0 tap, 1500 defense as they affect that. You can banish this card you control, special summon up to 2 machine, psychic, and or cyberse monsters from your hand, and they can attack directly this turn. During the standby phase of the next turn after this card is banished, you can add this banished card to your hand. You can only use each effect of Psychic Processor once per turn. Basically, this is a free special summon, because you can banish the card you control, special summon 2 machines. My FAs are machine monsters and it doesn't discriminate. So if I have Emergency Teleport and I feel like it, I can activate Emergency Teleport, summon this from my deck, and then use this effect banishing itself to summon Hang On Mock, Dragster, any one of my cards pretty much. And it'll be free. And then I'll still have my normal summon, because the deck, I kind of want normal summons. I kind of want my normal summon, and I don't want to, like, I don't want a normal summon in this deck, I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of need it for important parts, and this helps me. So guess what? Emergency Teleport can summon my hand trap, Gammas, and Delta. Can summon my Ghost Ogre. Can summon my Psychic Processor for synchro play, so that's cool. Alright, what's the next part of this? Another engine. It's like a cool monster negate engine because you're running machine monsters. So when you're running machine monsters, always think of Therion Regulus, right? So we're going to start off with Therion King Regulus, which is a level 8 Earth machine monster with 2100 attack, 1600 defense. That has the effect that you can only use each of the following effects of Therion King Regulus once per turn. You can target one Therion monster or one machine monster in your graveyard, special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, equip that monster to this card. Then, when your opponent activates a card or effect, you can send one Therion monster card from your hand or face-up field to the graveyard, negate that effect. A Therion monster equipped with this card gains 700 attack. Also, it can activate its second effect listed above as if it were Therion King Regulus. Don't worry about the other effects. All you need to do is worry about, hey, when your opponent activates a monster card or effect, you can send a Therion monster card from your hand or face-up field to graveyard, negate the effect. So, this negates any card or effect, which is nice. All you gotta do is send this card itself from the field to the graveyard. And then it's a free special summon by targeting a machine monster, equipping that machine monster to itself for it to special summon itself. So if I have a Hang On Mock in my graveyard, I can have Regulus in my hand. Regulus can target Hang On Mock, equip it to Regulus, and Regulus can special summon. And that's the beauty of it all, so that's the beauty. And then you can search it because field spells. This is a field spell deck, and I'll get into the field spell part. Because Therion Disc Coliseum is a field spell that when activated can add one Therion monster from your deck to your hand. Then once per turn, if a monster would be special if your monster would be destroyed by battle, you can send one Therion card or Endless Engine Aggro System from your deck to the graveyard instead. Once per turn, when a monster is destroyed by balance in the graveyard, you can target one Therion monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. I do think it's interesting. This is battle protection. Also, I can add one of my cards back to the hand. It's pretty strong. And we have access to the field spell, which gives us access to Therion King Regulus, which makes us a free negate, which we may need going first. So that's nice. We have Terraforming, we have Foolish Burial, we have Foolish Burial Goods. We have 1-for-1, we have Instant Fusion, which is a normal spell card with the effect to pay 1000 life points, special summon level 5 or lower fusion monster from your extra deck, but it cannot attack, also destroyed during the end phase. This is treated as a fusion summon. You can only activate one instant fusion per turn. Basically, it's another free body on the field. It's a machine. I can go into my Shining Star GT if I throw this guy and another guy on there. Just having the ability to special summon a guy for free. Because this deck, you wouldn't believe it, does not special summon a lot of guys. It's kind of weird. They make big guys, right? And very strong guys with a lot of attack, but they're not like, it's not throwing a bunch of guys on the field. It's not Skull Servant like crazy. You don't make many guys in this deck. It's almost Gate Guardian level where you make one guy. Anyways, alright. We're gonna do this other engine. 1-for-1 being able to... 1-for-1 being... Oh, I forgot. Clockwork Knight is a continuous spell card with the effect to all face-up monsters on the field become machine monsters. Machine monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense. Also, machine monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack and defense. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then discard a card, then add an Earth Machine monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect if Clockwork Knight once per turn. You can only activate one Clockwork Knight once per turn. Since most of our FAs are machine monsters, and they're all machine monsters pretty much, we gain extra attack for no reason. It's free. Free attack. But almost is the graveyard effect you want to know. Because if Clockwork Knight gives to the graveyard, I can discard a card and add an Earth Machine. Therion King Regulus is an Earth Machine, which is nice. Whatever card discard may be a machine monster and then Regulus, and then you know the shaboot shebang. Field Spell adds Regulus, Clockwork Knight adds Regulus, and this other card we have, which is Magical Hound. Which is a level 1 Earth Machine tuner monster with 500 attack, 800 defense. That has the effect that, if this card's in your hand or graveyard, you can target one face-up spell trap your opponent controls, return to the hand. And if you do, special summon this card. You can only use this effective Magical Hound once per duel. Now, it's super interesting in how, if it's in your graveyard too, target a face-up spell trap your opponent controls, return to the hand, and if you do, special summon this card. So if my opponent has a pesky little floodgate like Skill Drain, then this card can handle that. It's so strong that it's only a once per duel effect, so that you can't abuse it. Because you can abuse it, especially when we have a set rotation in there. We have set rotation, you know, back from, what deck? The Malefic deck we had set rotation, terraforming and all that, so. We got Magical Hound, because set rotation can put a field spell in our field spell zone, and on our opponents. And then, if push comes to shove, if that somehow activated, we can go on ahead, Magical Hound, bounce that back to our hand, and special summon this guy for free. Also, it's a tuner, which means synchro plays, so everything's coming together. Clockwork Knight, we got Disco for Therion, we got Clockwork Knight, Machine Attack Boost, or summon or search Therion, or search Interruption and Magical Hound. We got a lot of stuff we can do, just like a lot of plays we can make. Alright, we're almost done with the main deck. Like, we're getting really fast because there's not much we changed because we're good at the game. I'm joking. What else do we have? We have Forbidden Droplet. I explained Forbidden Drop on the Gate Guardian video. Okay, I remember that. Okay, we're almost done. Oh wow, we're actually almost done explaining everything. The last cards we have to explain is basically this thing where I pop my field spells, because sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Because when your field spells get popped, you know what happens? You add FA cards from your deck to your hand, so they're searchers. Popping your field spells are like searchers. So I was trying to figure out any way I could pop my field spells even more, and I found this card. Betos, the Eruption Dragon of Extinction. Part of an archetype, but don't worry about it. It's a hand trap for now. Which is a level 9 Dark Pyro monster with 2800 attack, 1500 defense. As you effect that, During the main phase, if this card's in your hand, quick effect, you can target one card in a field zone. Special summon this card to your opponent's field, and if you do, destroy that card. Then you can add to your hand or set one Ashen continuous trap from your deck. If this card is sent from your opponent's field to your graveyard, you can destroy all monsters on the field. You can only use each effect of Vados, the Eruption Dragon of Extinction, once per turn. Now, here's why this card's strong. In your hand, you target a field spell. Let's say I can target my opponent's field spell, or I can target my field spell, and then I pop it. I destroy it, and this card special summons itself to their field. The implication of that already is that my field spell triggers to add any FA card I want to my hand that I may need. The Vados goes on their side of the field, but then if that card's sent from their field to my graveyard, I can destroy all monsters on the field. But guess what? Where is it? Hang On Mock is unaffected by activated effects of monsters whose original level or ranked is lower. Motorhome, if it reaches 13, cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. There's a lot of cards in protection. And more or less, I'm getting rid of this card anyway. And then also, I set a trap. So I add one, I give them a body that is going to destroy their whole field. I get to search, and I get to set one of their cards, which is Ashen for Eternity, which is a continuous spell card with the effect too. When this card's activated, you can add one Vados, the Eruption Dragon of Extinction, or one Ashen monster from your graveyard to your hand. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls that you own, take control of that monster. Then you can make all face-up monsters your opponent controls lose attack equal to the targeted monster's attack. This attack change lasts until the end of this turn. You can only use this effect of Ashen to Eternity once per turn. You can only activate Ashen for Eternity once per turn. Basically, it's just something I set off of Vados, and then if I want to pop a card or something like that, I can just go on ahead. It's not too crazy. Basically, it adds Vados back to hand if I want to reuse it, but since it's a trap, Vados pops it, it sets it, and then I'll have to wait for my turn, or like wait till the next turn after it's set. So its effect is not very useful, but it's a free card. And just like that, we're done with the main deck, which is amazing in my opinion. We cooked through that because we have a lot of Archetype cards, we have a lot of stuff. All we did is just built upon the already existing strategy to make it better. Next up, the extra deck is actually kind of catered to FA strategy, almost. I was trying my darndest because level modulation and synchro making is some of the hardest stuff you can do. So please strap in and learn and get your math quiz out. Alright, we got Panzer Dragon, which is a level 5 light machine monster with, 1000 attack, 2600 defense that requires one machine monster plus one dragon monster. If this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can target one card in the field, destroy it. Now, what's easy about it is that if it's destroyed, target a card, destroy it. So if I go instant fusion, find a way, summon Panzer Dragon, it's a machine monster to go into my Shining Star GT. Also, it's level 5. So then if I get FA Auto Navigator, I can go into a synchro play. Also, I mean, I can destroy my field spell if this card's destroyed. It has 1000 attack, so I can just beat into an opponent's monster. So it's not bad, to be honest. Next up, we have the Link monsters, because I think that'll be easier for me. We have Relinquish Anima, which I did already talk about in the Skull Servants video. We have Shining Star GT. We have Geonator Transverser, which is a Link 2 Earth Rock monster with 1200 attack, which has the top right and bottom left arrow. Requires 2 effect monsters. This Link card and monster it points to cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. If this card points to 2 monsters, you can switch control of those monsters. You can only use this effect of Geonator Transverser once per turn. Now, this card isn't bad. I kind of just have it in here because Vados summons itself. And what if I just want to use Vados? There's nothing much to it. Or if my opponent is a goofy goober and plays into the Transverser column. I could replace this. I may replace this card to go into a beefier play. Anyways, we have SP Little Knight. We know about that. Next up, we have Wind the Wind Charmer. I'm going to tell you something. In my Star Seraph video, this is the Star Seraph card, Line of the Line Charmer Lustrous. But instead of replace everything that says light, but replace it with wind. There you go. Next up, we already know Dawn Dragster. We know Ancient Fairy Dragon. I don't know if I went over that one. Anyways, it is a level 7 Light Dragon Synchro monster with 2100 tap, 3000 defense. Requires a tuner plus 1 plus non-tuner monsters. Has the effect that during your main phase, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower monster from your hand. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this effect. During your main phase, you can destroy as many cards in the field zones as possible, minimum 1. And if you do gain 1000 life points, then you can add a field spell with a different name than destroy cards from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of Ancient Fairy Dragon once per turn. Now, here's why it's strong. Easy to synchro into. A free special summon of a level 4 or lower monster, aka could be Whip Cruiser, could be Hang On Mock, could even be Auto Navigator, stuff I wanted on the field. Also, what's good about it is that it destroys field spells, which is what you want in FA, because when they get destroyed, you search cards. So destroying the field spell, it adds a field spell, then whatever field spell you did destroy adds another FA card, and it's crazy. The engine continues, man. It's strong. Next up, we have this funny engine I like to call the reason why you're running, the reason why you can make a level 8 synchro good. So, Psy-Frame Driver is a level 6, Psy-Frame Gear Delta is a level 2. I mean, if Hang On Mock becomes a 7 and Auto Navigator becomes a 1, I'm gonna tell you I love this engine. We got Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon, which is a level 8 Wind Dragon Synchro monster with 2500 attack, 2000 defense. Requires a tuner plus 1 plus non-tuner monsters. If this card synchro summon, you can special summon 1 level 2 or lower tuner from your graveyard. During the main phase, quick effect, you contribute this card, special summon 1 Stardust Dragon from your extra deck. This is treated as a synchro summon. Then immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon using the monsters you control as material. For the rest of this turn, the monsters you synchro summon by this effect are unaffected by your opponent's activated effects. You can only use each effect of Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon once per turn. Now, the goal is that if you're using Auto Navigator, right? If you're using Auto Navigator in like one of your Hang On Mocks, you can make Excel Stardust, and then Excel Stardust can bring back your Auto Navigator, which is a level 1. And then a level 1 tuner plus a level 8 non-tuner can make Motorhome Transport, if you feel like making Motorhome Transport. Or basically Psy-Frame Driver plus Psy-Frame Delta can make Excel Stardust. Excel Stardust can bring back a level 2 tuner, which is Psy-Frame Gear Delta or Gamma. And then you can make, well, basically, you can quick effect to Stardust Dragon. Stardust Dragon we already know. And then make Satellite Warrior, which is a level 10 Dark Warrior Synchro monster with 2500 attack, 2000 defense. It requires a tuner plus 1 non-tuner synchro monsters. If this card synchro summon, you can target cards your opponent controls up to the number of synchro monsters in your graveyard, destroy them. And if you do, this card gains 1000 attack for each card destroyed. If this synchro summon card is destroyed, you can special summon up to 3 level 8 or lower Warrior Synchron and or Stardust Synchro monsters with different names from your graveyard. You can only use each effect of Satellite Warrior once per turn. Now, if you're using the quick effect of Excel Stardust to use Stardust Dragon to make Satellite Warrior, then you would have 2 synchros in your graveyard when this card synchro summon. Which means you can target 2 cards your opponent controls, destroy them, and then if they're destroyed, gain 1000 attack for each. So this card goes from being a 2500 to a 4500. Then if this card's destroyed, you can summon back your Stardust Dragon, I think, yeah. Yeah, you can summon back Stardust Dragon, so that's cool, I guess. I don't know. The point is it destroys cards your opponent's controls and is pretty strong and it'll be unaffected. Motorhome we already have. Next up we have Chaos Angel, which is a level 10 Dark Fiend Synchro monster with 3500 attack, 2800 defense that requires a tuner plus 1 plus non-tuner light or dark monsters. For this card synchro summon, you can treat 1 light or dark monster you control as a tuner. If this card special summon, you can target 1 card in the field, banish it. This card gains these effects based on the original attributes of monsters used for its synchro summon. If you use light monsters, synchro monsters you control are unaffected by monster effects activated by your opponent. And if you use dark monsters, monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. Now, the card's strong, I do agree. And I can try to make it, I guess, I don't know. I feel like I could probably make it, but I was just filling slots at this point. I mean, yeah, Dark Dragster plus a light monster, if I go like Immersi Teleport on Snow Rabbit and then summon Dark Dragster somehow. yeah, I can make Chaos Angel. And then when it's summoned, it can target a card and banish it. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, it's possible, I guess. Due to level modulation, it's quite possible for me to make this card, but don't count on it. Last but not least, we have Psychic and Punisher, which is a level 11 light. No, I talked about this card. I talked about that card. Alright, that's the end of it. Basically, that's the strategy. We're making... Oh, I'm gonna give you the whole entire strategy. Right now. So... yeah, that was the strategy. Alright, let's make a game. Let's get into some test games. You know, I'm really hoping to win some games. Also, if you made this far, cool. Let me know how you like the content or if you want me to improve on certain things. Anyways, Effort Marble, let's see what you're up to. Hopefully we win a couple games. I would really like that. I would appreciate it. This hand isn't bad, I think. Or maybe it is bad. I can't remember. We're going to activate Hyper Stadium. We're going to add... free normal summon, huh? I would say Navigator, but I think it's Hang On Mock, probably. We'll add Hang On Mock. Will normal summon Hang On Mock? I'll trigger Hyper Stadium, revealing Grand Prix and paying 1,000. For the free normal summon, I'll go Hang On Mock effect. Increase the level. I'll then go Off-Road Grand Prix and activate it. I'll go Hang On Mock again. It becomes a level 8. And it also now is a 2900 attack level 8 monster, and that's about it. Now it's level 6 again, don't worry about it. Now it's 29. Also during the battle phase it gains 2 more levels, so remember, since Hang On Mock is level 7 or higher, any card sent to your opponent's graveyard is banished instead, so... they need to find a way to get rid of Hang On Mock is what I gotta say. Sadly, it is only level 8, it's not high enough. Wait, what the heck? Banishing Cyber Dragon. He's playing Malefics. Yo, Malefics. Dude's actually playing TEA Malefics right now. Wait, that's a lot of attack. Wait, am I screwed here? Oh shoot, I'm gonna get beaten to death. That's not good. I took damage. I can activate Off-Road Grand Prix to discard a card from my opponent's hand. Malefic Divide, okay. Then that sucks. I felt like I could've won. Oh, I forgot I have Psyframe Delta now, if he activates a spell card. Wait, this guy doesn't have a field spell. Oh, there's a field spell in the field. I'm being goofy. I can normal summon Hang On Mock again, but I don't know what's good in doing that. If I normal summon Hang On Mock, nothing will come of that, so... I guess I'll hope that something else happens. Let me see. If I destroy my battle, I can discard a card from my opponent's hand, and I can't destroy cards yet, so... I guess I'll end phase. And then hope if they activate a spell card, then I can just Delta. If only I had a Hopier Squadron, that'll go hard. He sets a card. He goes battle phase, I guess. He sets another card. Not playing around the Mech Knights, eh? Alright, Effort Marble. Battle phase, I take another 3,500. Let's hope I open something good. Don't make me regret playing Psyframe Gammas and all that. I open a second Hang On Mock. That sucks. Alright, I guess I'll set him pass now. There ain't much I can do. Makes you wonder, instead of these two cards, what cards would have helped me if I opened them right now? Sets another card? Is he playing Skill Drain? Question mark, question mark? Yo, this is kind of my issue. I'm playing against level 10 monsters right now. So, what I could do, I can normal summon Auto Navigator probably. Because I can't go Hang On Mock and Hang On Mock. I would have to normal summon Auto Navigator. And then make Transverser? That sounds funny, doesn't it? Because what if your level hasn't changed though, which is my only issue. I got an idea. Let's reposition real quick. Let's activate Auto Navigator's effect. Targeting Hang On Mock. We'll target Hang On Mock, we'll special summon in defense position. We'll activate Auto Navigator. Now what I could do is find a way to pop that card, which would probably be nice. I can go Hyper Stadium and then do the whole thing again. We'll go Hyper Stadium. I wonder, if I activate this card, does that mean Malefic Cyber Dragon goes bye-bye? What I'm gonna do, if I normal summon another Hang On Mock, I could probably go real hard here. We're gonna normal summon Hang On Mock, again. We're going to activate Hyper Stadium, which means Cyber and Dragon goes bye-bye. We're going to add ourselves Dark Dragster here. We're going to trigger both of the Hang-On Mocks. Hang-On Mock triggers and Hang-On Mock triggers. Now we can make ourselves a Synchro 7, I think would be nice. We could make Dawn Dragster and then bring out Dark Dragster, I think. Do I do that though? Do I go Dark Dragster, Dawn Dragster? Or I could go Shining GT. What effect do you have? You don't have any good effects. I guess I'll go Dawn Dragster here, using these two. Dawn Dragster's on the field. We can then go Dark Dragster. Dark Dragster gets summoned. Dark Dragster has a lot of attack, and then a 3 and a... No, that's not good enough. What I can do though is pop a card. So we can go Dark Dragster effect to destroy Clockwork Knight, I think. We're going Dark Dragster, destroy Clockwork Knight. We're going to go Clockwork Knight effect. Discarding Delta. Adding ourselves Regulus. Then we're going to go Regulus effect, attaching Auto Navigator. Summoning itself. Slapping down Auto Navigator. I think that's good, honestly. I think that's pretty good. We have a Spell Trap negate. We have another negate. I think I'll attack Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Also, Dawn Dragster does piercing damage. Hit him for 21. Paradox Gear does get hit here. We have Regulus. We got Dark Dragster. We got Hang-On Mock. Hang-On Mock's not high enough level, but that's fine. What I could do now is make a monster negate probably, like Shining GT would probably do good. Nah, I think I would take damage if I do that though. We're just gonna go Shining GT here then. No, actually we gotta go SP and banish our own field spell, I think is the way to go. No, it's Shining GT, I think. We're gonna go Shining GT. 2100 attack, and we're gonna end phase. We have a Spell Trap negate, we got Regulus on the field. We may lose here because our field spell's still on the field, and you know how Malefics be. He goes Malefic Selector, banish 2 Malefics to add 2 Malefics from deck to hand. We could negate that to be honest. Do I negate it? Is that worth negating? I mean sure, let's say he bricked. We're gonna negate Selector here. He goes 1 for 1 to summon Paradox Gear, I guess. I wonder what he sends. He set those cards for a reason though. Maybe he did. Maybe he's baiting me. I'm not sure. He hasn't summoned anything yet though, so maybe I'm lying. Maybe I'm lying. He should have another Cyber End Dragon. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to negate it with Regulus because I don't know what he's doing. So maybe I'm wasting my negates, but I really feel like he could have just summoned a guy and just beat me to death, you know? Like he had a lot of cards. He had Selector and 1 for 1 but set those cards for some reason. I don't know why he set them, you know? Yeah, I don't know why he did that. Yeah, man said Paradigm. Oh, he doesn't have Malefic Whirl in the field. He goes Malefic Truth Dragon, but he needs Malefic Whirl, doesn't he? Without Malefic Whirl, it goes to the graveyard, doesn't it? No, it doesn't? Okay. Well, that sucks. I think I die here, actually. If he attacks a Link Monster, I live, though. Okay, well, I'm still in the game. I'd have to draw something really good, though. That's not a good card for me. Oh, that sucks. Due to me having a field spell, I lose just by a little bit. Man, that's some buns. Yeah, I can't do anything with that, unfortunately. Do I have any Vados in my graveyard? I do not. I have no Vados. I lose here. Unfortunate, man. Due to the Delta here, this Delta is not good. Setting a card, battle phase. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, sure, I'll activate Ashen Eternity. Dang. I got whooped with Malefics. Wait, I gotta change something here, because losing to Malefics, I couldn't believe it. Alright, Doom King. Someone, Knight of a Parade of 100 Demons. I think they're gonna cook very hard there. That's so weird, man. You see, now I open Gamma, now I'm like, okay, now I kinda like the fact that I... Unizombie effect. He used a normal summon. Yeah, I'm gonna Gamma that, cause... What does zombies have after they normal summon? What does zombie do after you normal summon? Nothing? Okay, I thought so. I'm like, zombies don't do anything after you normal summon. I can normal summon Whip Crosser here. I can activate Hyper Stadium. I can go Hyper Stadium to add Hang On Mock probably, I think, would be good. Or maybe an extra Dart Dragster would probably go hard. Think I'll do Dark Dragster, I think's the way to go. Yeah, sure, I'll do Dark Dragster, it's fine. Alright, we're gonna activate Whip Crosser effect. We can then go Auto Navigator here. Target. Boom. We can go Auto Navigator effect. Auto Navigator can add the Battle Phase guy, I think. Yeah, we'll add the Battle Phase guy. We can then trigger Hyper Stadium, revealing Grand Prix. Pang 1000. Whip Crosser can activate again. We can then trigger Circuit Grand Prix. Whip Crosser can trigger again. We can then go Dawn Dragster, I think. Dawn Dragster's been summoned. We can then summon Dark Dragster. Then we can trigger Dark Dragster. Wait, this is a soft launch. Wait. Oh, but no Dark Dragster. I'm being goofy. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. We're going to destroy Grand Prix here. We're going to go Grand Prix effect. We get an extra normal summon, which is nice. What we could do, we can go City Grand Prix probably, right? City Grand Prix. Dude, I don't know how to kill with this deck. I'm gonna be honest with you. Looks like it's... Dude, what I had in my hand? I can get extra normal and Hang On Mock probably. Dude, I weaved. I whiffed. Yeah, that's on me. I'm gonna be honest. I super whiffed on that one. I forgot. It requires me to do it while this card's... It's a non-once per turn. But I still have to, like, I don't know, not, like, screw myself over. What I foolish? I don't have anything to foolish. We'll go Battle Phase here, though. FA style, baby. FA style. Beat him up. Yeah, I have a foolish bear. What I foolish? I would foolish... Nothing. I foolish driver so I don't draw it. Now we're gonna foolish driver so we don't draw the driver. Oh, does it foolish an effect monster? Oh, I already used the driver. Alright, I guess we're gonna foolish the magical hound. Or Vados. We'll foolish you. Alright, we got a spell trap negate. Not bad. We'll end phase. Sadly, the levels are not high and I wasn't paying attention. I didn't think about it. I was like, wait. That's not how I should have did it. Well, he has a free normal summon, and I think we lose if he summons another Unizombie, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have any way to increase my attack. Or increase my... Oh, we won. Player 1, cleanup crew. Let's see. I hope that we can have a good game, and I hope I don't get cooked for being so bad at the game, eh? I still have yet to get, like, a crazy game in, you know? Like, a real crazy... I opened Gamma. Gamma's giving me a reason why I should be playing Gamma right now, so... I'm opening Gamma, what can I say? Yosinju's. Level 5 or higher Yosinju replace both of the scales in phase? Okay. At least we can use a Gamma on our turn now. This hand does not do what I want it to do. So, I can add a field spell if I normal summon Auto Navigator? So, I would have to normal summon Auto Navigator and add a field spell. If I add the field spell that adds a card, I would not be getting anywhere though, which sucks. So I can activate Clockwork Knight. What's my opponent have? Yosinju would be short card fed, destroy this card instead, normal special summon, do something? Alright. We can go Hang On Mock. or Whip Crosser. Hang on Mock? I can't special summon this card though. I need a field spell though. So what I can do, I can go Navigator effect. We can go Navigator to add Hyper Stadium because I can't do anything else, right? Yeah, I'll go Navigator for Hyper Stadium. I'll go maybe I should run Machine Dupe is what I'm thinking right now. Maybe I should run Machine Dupe. Threatening Roar. You are a beautiful individual because I had nothing to help. We'll add a Dart Dragster, but... yeah, we have nothing actually. That's so hilarious. Dude, it makes me want to run like... Machine Dupe. Like, I just want to Machine Dupe Auto Navigator sometimes. We'll set Ashen for Eternity so we can use it next turn. Threatening Roar, don't mind if I do. Both of the scales went there during the end phase. I don't know what they were trying to do. They're playing Yosinju's, eh? I may like add one Machine Dupe. I got to probably like one. If I can squeeze one Machine Dupe in there, I think I'll be fine. He activates Yosinju thing again. Go off. He places both the scales again. No, these are new scales. No, they're not. He normal summons Yosinju Kama. Because it immediately normal summons another Yosinju. It can attack directly, but battle damage and flip is half. He normal summoned Kama 3, which can immediately normal summon Yosinju. He goes Yabu, which can add a card, I guess. He adds Daibook, I think is the name. I'll be honest, I've never played Yosinju's. I know what the deck does. No, I don't know what the deck does. I just know it's annoying. Actually, I'm not gonna say it's annoying. I don't know. Maybe I'm being mean. Yosinju R, and then Daibok. Target up to 2 cards, return them to the hand. No problem with that. I wasn't going to use them anyway, unless I die here. That's my only issue is if I die. It doesn't look like I die though. After damage calc, what'd I do? What's he do? Add a Yusendro card from your deck to your hand. I'm going to Gamma that. And now I get no attacked. Nice. Oh shoot, they're all machine monsters. That's super funny. You know what I could have done? I could have probably put this in attack position to be honest. If I put in attack, I could have survived Daibok and then... No, but I don't want those banished, so... I can technically use Delta again if I want. I should have put him in attack though, that's on me. Daibok returns to hand. Yabu returns to hand. Kama 3 turns to hand. Kama 2 turns to hand. And... I'll be honest, I can't do much. Wait, if I add a field spell, I can probably do something though. So if I go Auto Navigator effect, I'm gonna normal Auto Navigator. And here's why. I normal Auto Navigator. I can use that to go Grand Prix. No. I can use that to go into Grand Prix. Off-road Grand Prix. Because then I can go Hyper Stadium effect. Revealing Off-road Grand Prix so I can do an additional normal summon. Then I can normal summon Hang On Mock using the additional normal summon. Then what I can do, I can activate Off-road Grand Prix. Which can trigger Hang On Mock. Oh shoot, I could have made a 9. I'm being a goofball. Alright, we can summon Dark Dragster though. Dark Dragster. A 3 and a 9, you know what that makes? Makes Pep. Oh, I guess I can't make Pep. Well, I guess I'm a goofball. Yeah, I thought I could make a 9. I guess I don't know. Oh, I lost. Okay, great. Love that. They left. Alright, newbie ARG, let's have a good game and hopefully I can cook. This hand is not that good, I think. Yeah, this hand's buns. Dude, this hand is buns. What the heck? Do I want to reveal to my opponent what I'm playing right now? Probably not. The most I'm going to do is set a single card and hope that Delta helps me. I think if I set a card, I can just go Delta and then pass. I think Delta's the way to go. Because Delta's a negate, and then Forbidden Droplet's a negate. Even though monsters special summon this card, whatever. You can send one of your equip spells, equip this card to graveyard targets with 3 monster opponent's graveyard, banish those, and if you do, it gains attack. Garden Iatos, huh? Go off. Also not playing into the Mech Knight column, I see. Small world. What a small world it is, huh? But I should probably say no to small world, shouldn't I? I'm not. I'm going to say no to him beginning. Kaiju? He had a Kaiju. I'm kind of glad. Let's see. Is he playing Makonko? Probably not. No one would do a Iatos for Makonko. Fairy Tale Luna. Oh, that's what you're playing. You're playing Fairy Tale Luna. I guess I can droplet it if I want. Goes Luna, and then I could just droplet the Luna here. We're gonna droplet the Luna, sending Clockwork Knight probably. That's all I need. Send Clockwork Knight. There we go. Okay, they go into Artemis. Fleur de Lis summons itself. You're playing quite the deck, I say. That is quite the deck, my friend. 2 level 8s to make Photon Lord. And then, couldn't you did Dragoobion into Numeron Dragon? Astral Karibo? Oh, there, now you're gonna do it. Yeah. Jeez. You're playing Luna Beats. Yeah, Dragoobion. Sadly, I don't think any spell cards are being activated. That's kind of why Gamma's at 1, because I could have stopped this if I had the Gamma. And I lose here. You know, I don't believe I had a proper game, but I've been enjoying these games, to be honest. They've been fun. I haven't had a proper one, right? But I think they've been fun games nonetheless. Alright, let's see if we can cook with FAs now. This hand is a hand. This is a hand. What's this hand do though? I need an FA on my field. I need an FA on the field. No. Oh, this hand does nothing. I need an FA on the field. Wait, I think I can summon a machine monster if I go E-Telly for you though. So if I go E-Telly... If I go E-Telly for processor, I think. E-Telly for processor. Then if I go processor. What? Oh, no. No. Okay, I'm gonna shame scoop. We're gonna shame scoop that one. We're gonna shame scoop. That's a good old shame scoop right there, pal. Good old shame scoop. Hello, the turds. Let us have a good game, and man. Maybe I need to thin my deck. Dark World, huh? This isn't gonna last long, isn't it? This deck's... man's playing Dark World. Well, if he starts off with the fusion... then that turns off my Ghost Ogre. So he discarded his whole hand for Chlorless. That's it? I mean... Alright. So what I could do, I could probably normal summon Hang On Mock. So that I can trigger a lot of effects, I think is the way to go. Nothing happens to me, right? I don't think any quick effects are in here. All this guy does is target a face-up card, discard a card, and your opponent cannot target it with card effects. I can just ogre that. Alright, we're gonna normal Hang On Mock. We're gonna activate Hyper Stadium. We're gonna go Hyper Stadium to add ourselves Auto Navigator, because that's the combo. We're gonna trigger Hang On Mock. We're going to trigger Hyper Stadium. We're going to go Hyper Stadium, revealing Hyper Stadium. So we can get an extra draw. We're then going to trigger Hang on Mock. That's 6. And we're going to activate Auto Navigator here. Auto Navigator effect. We're going to add Off-Road, I think is the one to add. All we need to do is make a Synchro 9. Let me think. 2 becomes 6, and then you become a 5. That's an 11 though. Which means I have to go Circuit Grand Prix, I think is the way to go. Circuit Grand Prix is the one. We're gonna activate Hang on Mock again. 5 and a 2 makes a 7. Which is not enough though. It's really not enough. We could go Ancient Fairy Dragon, pop it. We can go Dawn Dragster. We can go... So Ancient Fairy Dragon, pop the card and do what? Nothing. Well, I can pop the card and add the other card probably would be the way to go. Alright, we go Ancient Fairy Dragon off of this. We can destroy the field spell. Pop it. We can then add Disco. Then we can trigger Circuit Grand Prix to add ourselves... Could be Test Run. No, we need Whip Crosser, I think. We can add ourselves Whip Crosser. Wait, we can normal summon the extra Auto Navigator off of that, right? Yeah, we normal summon Auto Nav. We add another Auto Nav and we normal it. Then we can go Disco here. Disco add Reggie. Reggie! Hey, Reggie! We go Regulus to target Hang on Mock. We normal that. Slap you down. We can then Ancient Fairy Dragon to special summon the Hang on Mock. I mean the Auto Nav. We can then make Excel. We can go Excel to target the thing. Excel, target Auto Nav. Then we can go into Motor Transport Home. Then what we can do, we can trigger Off-Road Grand Prix, I think is the one to do. Off-Road. Motorhome triggers. Becomes a 12. And then Grand Prix. To become a 13. Then we can trigger Motorhome Transport. Summon back the Auto Nav. Oh shit, we're at 3,900. That's crazy. Then what we can do, we can make Pep. No, Pep won't work, right? I can't cancel. No. No, I can't cancel. No, I'm Sag now. I'm Sag. Because I have to target a monster I control in one of theirs. No, I'm so sad now. To be honest, I think Pep Pass is pretty strong. I can probably destroy Chlorless, right? No, that's not necessary. We'll end it. We got freaking Pep. We got Motorhome. We're kind of cooking. If he activates Chaos, we can just, normal summon Brow. Brow to send the other guy back and send the other guy back, since he had Rainbow and Rainbucks. I mean, a 4,000 attack Chaos King's not bad. He's gonna send that guy to send this guy. There you go, and then he's gonna send this guy to send that guy. Because Dark World, baby. Dark World. Then he can trigger Ascension to add it to the hand by discarding a card. I think, right? Yeah, he can do that. He's gonna go Chlorless here. Targeting Rainbow, we can just pop it with Ogre. We're gonna Ogre the Rainbow here. He's gonna discard Huntsman to draw a card. He can then also go Dark Roll Dissension to discard to summon a card. He also should have done, what's this? He should have made Rainbow, right? Wait, can you do Rainbow? Am I lost here? He takes 1200. He loses, okay. I mean, I'm gonna do one more game. I don't know what happened, I'm gonna be honest with you. Someone was cooking and then the house burned down and then the kitchen caught fire and I just don't know what happened. This deck's fun. Like, this deck's fun. This deck's fun. I'm actually not complaining at all. You don't see me complaining. Alright, Zappa plays. Let's have a very good last game, I think. Then I can talk about the deck. And maybe you can build the deck yourself. Because this is not the best build. It's not even the final build. There's so much you can do with this deck if you wanted. Okay, what we can do, we can go Hyper Stadium. Hyper Stadium can add ourselves Hang On Mock. Which kind of sucks. We can normal summon Hang On Mock. We can then trigger Hyper Stadium to go FA Grand Prix. Which will then trigger Hang On Mock. Then we can trigger Auto Nav. Targeting Hang On Mock. Then we can go Auto Nav to add ourselves the guy who gives us 2 up not during that phase. If I remember correctly, okay, let me remember how this works again. So, you're a 4, you're a 1, you become a 3, and then you become a 7, which makes a Synchro 10. But if I do this, you just become a 5. And a 5 and a 1 is 6. So, is it a Synchro 10 or is it like... Man... If I activate you... You become a 3, you become... Dude, the levels are so crazy. If I activate you, you become a 5 and then you stay a 1. And that's not enough, so we gotta activate Grand Prix here. Then Hang On Mock can trigger. 7 and a 3. Can I make a Synchro 10? I cannot. Not being able to make a Synchro 10 kinda sucks. Not gonna hold you. Shining Star GT does nothing. Shoot. Okay, now what if I go this guy, then you become a 7. There we go. Nice. Now I can go Ancient Fairy Dragon. Ancient Fairy Dragon. We're going to go Regulus here. Regulus to target the Hang On Mock. Then we can trigger Ancient Fairy Dragon to pop. And then add a field spell of our choosing. We could add Disco, but I think we want to add another Grand Prix. You can only use this effect of Grand Prix once per turn, so I can't activate it again, but I just can't use it. I think I'll add Grand Prix here. And then we can go Circuit Effect. Do I control an FA? I don't think I control an FA. Yeah, I do not control an FA. Shoot. Target an FA increases level by 2. I need the one that special summons from the grave, man. You gotta give me some more than this. So I could go FA Test Run, but I don't control an FA monster. Oh, I can special summon it. I can special summon an FA, I forgot. So, I added a field spell and I can special summon an FA. Which means I can special summon Hang On Mock, or I can special summon Whip Crosser. I think Hang On Mock is what I special summon here. So, what I do, I go Ancient Fairy... Oh! I was supposed to make the other guy. I was supposed to add myself the other guy. And then I could synchro into Excel, start a synchro, then into the other guy. Man, that's on me. At least you're level 7, and at least my opponents are now locked. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So we got an Omni, we got an Omni, we got any card gets banished instead, and we have a Droplet, so that's nice. What I should have did was like the other way to make Motorhome. I should have made Motorhome, I messed up. I think we gotta do one more game off of the Motorhome miss there. So we got Hang On Mock, we got Reggie, and we got Forbidden Drop. Drop it like it's hot. I keep forgetting, this guy special summons a guy, and I keep forgetting I popped the field spell so it's gonna add a guy. So much adding and I keep forgetting. Man, field spells are like the enemy here. Having a field spell it up is always just such a doozy. Goes branded fusion? I mean, obviously I'm gonna negate branded fusion. I mean, why wouldn't I negate branded fusion? Like, that's the real question. Agent with chain? Sure. Sage with eyes of blue to make a blue eyes is what you're cooking? You wish to make a blue eyes off of that. Okay. He's playing surrendered. Okay. Oh shoot, it's newbie ARG again. I feel like I really got in the hang of this deck, by the way. Like, I feel like I'm understanding it better. Popping the field spells, I was like, where's the searcher, brother? But turns out, it is all in the field spells. It was the field spells we had along the way. Oh shoot. So, we have Magical Hound, Hang On Mock, Set Rotation. I think I'd have to normal summon one of these guys. I have all the field spells, which is not good. So I guess we go Set Rotation. We can set Hyper Stadium on our side of the field, and then we can set Grand Prix on their side, or maybe like another Grand Prix, FA City. We'll set this one on their side. We'll take this Hyper Stadium. They can have that card. Then we can normal summon Hang On Mock. Then we can trigger Hyper Stadium. We can select yes. We can add ourselves Auto Nav, which is so good because Hang On Mock will become a 5. Then I go Hyper Stadium to make it a 6. And then by summoning this guy, it'll be a 7, I think. Alright, then we can go Hang On Mock, which makes it a 6. Then if I do this and this should be equal 7, I think. You should equal 7, right? Auto Nav can trigger. Oh, it's still equals 6, I forgot. Then I can add Circuit Grand Prix. You become a 6. Then the guy that does not do anything. Well, it seems that I have whiffed using Set Rotation because, while either of those cards remain set on the field, neither player can activate or set other field spells. It seems that I have forgotten a very important fact when it came to field spells. Alright, Dawisario, let's have a finally good game. Let's have a good game now, me and you. I forgot how Set Rotation worked, and because of that, I'm a goober. I am a goofy goober for forgetting how Set Rotation worked. I'm kinda glad I did not open it during the Malefic video. Wow, that is a hand of all time? It's not a good hand. He goes Extinguish of the Ashen. It's kinda mid. We could just like we can just gamma that, delta that. Oh, that's the card you actually want to activate, huh? I didn't know he had Awakening of Vados. Places a field spell, adds Vados. If only had Hop here, wouldn't that be... Opening the guy in the hand does not feel good. It never feels good. But if Vados destroys that card, then I get to activate Gamma, you know that, right? If Vados destroys my Gamma driver, I can activate Gamma. So I don't really recommend you do anything to my cards. That's just me, though. That's just me. That's all I'm saying, friend. I don't think you wanna shaboot the shebang now. Because you may just trigger my Gamma. Oh wow, it's Booby. I mean Priestess. Nice. Priestess to add the other guy. I mean add the Obsidium. Obsidium activates. They all become Pyro. Sets a card. Really? Why did you add Obsidium? Wait, why didn't you... There you go. There's King. I don't know why you said before... Dude, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you? There's the hero. Sets another... Dude, something's wrong with him. Man's setting mid-combo. He's actually setting mid-combo. Dude is unhinged. You know? What's to stop me from just going battle phase, you know? Like... What's to stop me? Like... What if I just flip it face up and say, hey, let's duke it out? Yeah, like, what's stopping me from doing that? Nothing, to be honest. Doesn't this waste your whole gimmick, right? Like, All you're doing is fading my battle phase. Is that your gimmick? That's all? I mean, I'll just go battle phase then. And then... I guess you'll trigger now because... Ashen Hero's a main phase and... I guess I'll go and then you're going to Eternity me? Think Hero targets a Pyro, destroys it? Then... You do nothing and then... Your spell summon says during main phase, but these all do nothing. And then you lose attack. Okay. Looks like I want to beat up on the hero here. The hero's the only guy with the actual quick effect. Sure. I'm so confused. I'm like, the card did nothing. Alright, I guess we'll normal summon Whip. I'll normal summon Hang On Mock. And then... Oh, I normaled Hang On Mock? What's the plan, Mr. Man? He's just a man. He doesn't have any wins, and I can't transversor him. I can go Grand Prix, but that's just going to trigger one of your cards, right? Or trigger my card. If you make the Vados Fusion and pop it, I'm going to trigger... My Feck is going to trigger. Hang On Mock triggers. I'm not sure what you're cooking, but it ain't that good looking. I mean... It's not SP either I go into. Am I comfortable with the way this ended right now? Probably. Yeah, that's good enough. Hang On Mock pass, baby, let's go. Opponent turn, draw phase, I mean... I don't know. He goes King to special summon Priestess and then Priestess to add a card. I don't know if they misplayed, but it kind of helped them more than it did me. I was like, hey, I mean, what if I just beat into one of your guys? What then, eh? I guess you're gonna go into Infernal Flame Banshee? Yeah. What's next? Nemesis Flag, question mark, into Protoss? Like, what's your plan? Oh, Hero of the Ashen City. I should not sound underwhelmed. I'm not underwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed by how underwhelmed I am. I'm overwhelmed by this underwhelming force. This is the battle phase one too, isn't it? Unfortunate. Oh, there's the extinguish. You're going to fusion summon? Question mark. Right? Right? I don't know, man. What's this deck? Fusion summon a Pyro. Gains 500 attack for each material used. You summon this and then it nukes your field and it nukes your traps and your spells. And then I guess I'll trigger FA Circuit City. I'll add Hyper Stadium's probably a good card to add, I think. I think it's Hyper Stadium. Yeah, it's Hyper Stadium. Does Vados have another effect? When your opponent has a card effect on the field, destroy it. Dude, these cards suck. I'm sorry. Looking at this, your cards suck balls, man. Your cards are buns. And I'm playing FA. I'm playing FA, and I'm telling you, this is not the greatest deck I've ever seen. Am I gonna live? No way I live. Okay, I'm dead. Okay, I was finna say. I got no words. I truly don't. Anyways, we're back with the deck list, and look at this bad boy, and it's all in its glory and beauty. I could probably cut this down to 40 cards, but I mean, that's something for you to do. Time to list some pros and some cons. The pros. It's fun. It's fun. That's all I can say. It's fun. I like the uniqueness of the deck and its ability to just increase in level. I like how some of the effects are just really busted for no reason. It almost synergizes really hard. The field spell interactions, being able to search any of your FA cards, is super useful. I like that they're machines. I like that the more their level increases, the bigger and badder they get. How the attack can get really crazy after some time. I like how they synergize with Regulus. Whole lot of field spells, whole lot of popping. I like the fact that cards can do non-targeting destruction of cards, which means you don't have to pop your cards, you can pop their cards as well. Now the cons. It's slow. This deck is a little bit slow, I do admit. Hang on Mock does not do enough by itself. It does require a lot of your FA cards. I have to run about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 field spells at minimum. And none of them are good. I'll be honest, none of them are that good where you're like, man, I wish I had 5, 6, and 8 copies. Like, I'm running Disco so I can go Ancient Fairy Giant. We're just gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I almost ran 10 field spells. Like, this was almost malefic levels of field spell, but at least these field spells actually have effects on them. Another con I have, you want to go into synchros, but then the main deck monsters are good enough by themselves, and you're like, what do I do here? And then also level modulation. Dear lord, level modulation is like a crime. Like, I thought playing synchros was rough. Level modulation is the devil, I'm telling you, it's so difficult. Also, maybe I went too crazy with non-engine cards. Like, I just went and started adding goofy stuff like Betos. I added the Psyframe Gammas. I added, like, the guy to summon machine monsters. And maybe that bloated my deck up, but overall, I think it was pretty decent. I think this was a very solid archetype. Like, after all I've been playing, this archetype is actually not that bad. Now I just hope that this video doesn't take, like, 10 freaking days to make, because holy... I'm at like 4.5 hours of recording footage. Anyways, if you want to see me build any new archetypes, you let me know in the comments below. Let me know if I can change anything up, or like editing style, or things you maybe want to see, or ADHD version, or intros, or any of that. Let me know if you enjoy it. Stuff like that, and I'll catch you in the next TA. Ciao. Halt. Before it's too late, editor knows here, editing the edited video. I have to stop you momentarily. I know you thought the video was over. I think. But I had to stop you because this is going to take me a minute to make this, but oh my lord. Ever since I stopped the initial recording of the video with everything, I couldn't believe it. I had a hard time editing the video because I was too busy playing FA. Like, it is insane. I was playing FA. And in the initial recording, like, I could probably pull it up right here. Literally, let's see. Like, around this section right here around the end, I was playing, where's the deck list? Yeah, this deck list right here. What happened was that I looked at the build and I was like, wait, yeah, I needed level 7 access, right? And I was wondering, I was like, using e-tele and other stuff wasn't bad. It just dawned on me. I was wondering, what if I can get a level 7 build without having to need to use my FA hang-on mock that's already level 7? Because bringing back a guy that's banished is pretty good. So then I made a Cash Tira build, right? Where it was easy rank 7 access that gave me the ability to basically make it so I ended on an even stronger board. And then going first was strong. It was so fun, right? Consistently, I ended on the Synchro with like level 18. I ended on the Link 2 monster. I also ended on Hang On Mock with level 7, which means that it was a Macrocosmos. It was a Macrocosmos. It was so much stuff. It was amazing, right? I think I even had this game I need to share. I need to share a replay. Also, if you like this little after section here, maybe if you want to see me stream the TEA games after I do a video of them, or if you want to see me basically build more into the deck, or if you want to see, I don't know what you want to see or something, just comment below. Or if you want to see, there's these things I think called achievements, or if you just like the long form content, long form YouTube videos of Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff that you can just play in the background, let me know. There's actually some challenges. that Dueling Nexus has, where win a single unranked duel and win by the effect of Ghost Trick, Angel of Mischief, lose by the effect of Exodia. Like, there's a bunch of stuff here, so I mean, if you want to see me do any of the challenges to get achievements and stuff, I also win stuff too. So let me know if you want to see me do that, like as an intermittent thing to do, to be a shorter type of video between my TEAs. Or let me know if you even played Dueling Nexus, and if you do, let me know if you enjoy it. I like Dueling Nexus, I like to see more people on it because this is what I play. Anyways, let me show you the abomination. I've made an abomination. I went so far off the deep end. I went so far off the deep end playing this deck. Dude, I mean, I'm so sorry. I'm freaking out right now because when I played it, I least expected I was going to do this. This is a 60 card FA pile. My initial thought was, okay, if I run the Kashtira's, that makes immediate level 7 access, like I can special summon it, right? Because I control no monsters, and then my issue is normally that Hang On Mock has to be my burnt normal summon, and I kind of want something else on the field, so that I can go FA Auto Navigator to summon. Since this is technically a free level 7, then I can special summon this, I can normal summon Auto Nav grabs me a field spell, and then I can immediately go into FA Motorhome Transport using the Fenrir. And since it replenishes another version of itself, and there's also a field spell to search it as well, then that means I get Motorhome Transport immediately, before I even start my plays. Then when I gain the extra normal summon using UA Hyper Stadium, then I can normal summon Hang On Mock if I want. And then that was the initial plan, right? And then it got worse, because then I was like, wait, I need more access to field spells. And then it dawned on me, I'm like, okay, well, I mean, FA Test Run does pop a card to change the battle position, which means it can pop my field spell, right, to search a card. It can pop my field spell to search a card, but then I thought about it, I'm like, what if I can't search it? So then I thought about 2 level 7 monsters, because Dart Dragster's a level 7, I can get Hang On Mock to be a level 7, Kashtira Fenrir is a level 7, Dawn Dragster is a level 7, and Ancient Fairy Dragon is a level 7. So I thought about it and I was like, wait a minute. I can run Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack. So the play is that Draco Sack can detach a card to summon 2 machine monster tokens, right? I can use both of those to immediately create Shining Star GT. Then I can use this other effect to pop it, to tribute itself to pop a field spell, to pop any card. So then I can use Draco Sack to pop it and to tribute itself and destroy a field spell. And then the field spell can search another card, and then that immediately gets my FA Shining Star GT online. And I was like, holy crap, I'm actually cooking with gas here. I'm going so ham. Like, I had the engine where the Fenrir, immediate Synchro 9 access. I had the ability to make Draco Sat as another way for me to pop a field spell. But then because the deck was getting so large, I had an issue of, how do I get to a field spell? So then I thought about it. I was like, okay, what if I run Ancient Fairy Dragon and pop a field spell to add a field spell? That means if I pop one of my field spells, it searches another FA card, and then Ancient Fairy Dragon already special summons a level 4 monster, it also searches me a field spell. So I'm like, holy crap, this works too. But then it hit me even harder. Wait, I want to be able to get into higher synchro access, because FA Autonav isn't bad, but I want to do even more synchro. And then I was like, wait, what if I run in the tuning engine? Because the issue normally is that I have to go Hang On Mock, and then find a field spell to make it a higher level, and then in doing so, I'm able to synchro into Ancient Fairy Dragon. But I was like, wait, what if I run the tuning engine with Assault Synchron and Revolution Synchron? Because this card in the hand can be used as synchro material. So then if I just normal summon Hang On Mock, I get a free, and Revolution Synchron's in my hand, I can summon Ancient Fairy Dragon for free. And then its ability to special summon level 4 is so good, so I can special summon Whip Crosser if I want. And then search a field spell. And then don't forget, Assault Synchron is a free special summon, plus Kashtira Fenrir, searching another tier cache to banish the... Oh my lord, I went off the deep end. And then I was like, wait a minute. What if I get another access to make a level 4 monster? And then I was like, the Adventure Engine. Dude, if you want me to go further into this, like if you want me to do TEA Part 2 FA, the FA pile, let me know. Because I will explain every one of these cards, and I'll just have like a small 30-minute video on this. If you want to see me just play more FA, I will do it. I will have fun. I'll stream some games. I'll stream on Dueling Nexus, just running a couple games against y'all and see what builds y'all are doing. Because this is like the most crazy pile I've ever made, and I had so much fun making it. Alright, this game was insane. Oh, remember, this is just the cash tier version, right? So you see my hand? This is a 40 card deck with the Fenrir and all that. This was after I finished the video. I was like, wait, I should add Fenrir, and it worked. We have 1-for-1, we have Fenrir, we have Therion King Regulus, we have Off-Road Grand Prix, and we have Foolish Barrel. So here's what I go for. It's my turn, I started off. I immediately special summon Fenrir because it's free. So we go Fenrir effect, out ourselves a cash tier unicorn. Then what we can do, we go 1-for-1, pitching that unicorn, special summon auto nav. We go auto nav effect, on summon add a field spell. We add UA Stadium, Hyper Stadium. We then synchro summon to Excel start a Synchro Dragon to bring back FA auto nav. We then use the FA auto nav and Excel to go into Motorhome. We can then trigger the field spell to add ourselves any FA card. I mean any FA monster, which means Motorhome's still on the field, so then I can just use that. Then I go UA Hyper Stadium second effect, pay 1,000, gain a free normal summon. Motorhome still triggers. So normally in the other build, we wouldn't have Motorhome on the field for a long time. Like Motorhome being on the field is like the last part of the combo. So the fact that we get Motorhome on the field before we even activate any field spells is insane. Like that gives us access to special summon an FA monster from our graveyard like pretty dang consistently now. So then we use the extra normal summon of Hyper Stadium to summon Hang On Mock. We then activate Grand Prix. Grand Prix on any level 4 automatically makes Hang On Mock level 7. Then Motorhome's already 13. We go auto nav to target Hang On Mock, change the level, Ancient Fairy Dragon. We then got Therion King Regulus to attach the Hang On Mock. We got Ancient Fairy Dragon, destroy the field spell to add a field spell. We destroy the field spell, we add ourselves another FA. Then the card in our graveyard also triggers to add ourselves any FA card. We add ourselves Dart Dragster. So we got field spell, we got Dart Dragster. Motorhome is now level 13. We can special summon Dart Dragster. We have 2 level 7s on the board. We activate the field spell. Motorhome becomes 14 now. It's now cannot be destroyed by card effects. We summon Dracosack. Dracosack to summon 2 tokens. Remember, we have Regulus on the field, so we're nib proof. We got 2 tokens on the field. We link both the 2 tokens off for Shining Star GT. We go Dracosack second effect to pop the field spell. Then Motorhome triggers, the field spell triggers, also Shining Star GT triggers so that we gain a monster negate. So we get a monster negate, Motorhome triggers. We add ourselves the field spell to make it non-targeting. We have Regulus on the field. We go Foolish Barrel to send another FA guy. Then after that, we go Motorhome Transport to summon back Hang On Mock. Then after we summon Hang On Mock, we go FA Grand City Pre. We trigger, wait, my bad, let me just continue real quick. We got Motorhome, Shining Star GT, and Hang On Mock. So we got an extra counter. So let me explain the board now. This is what just the Fenrir stuff, right? This isn't when it got crazy. Which means we have Regulus for a monster, is it a monster negate? No, it's an Omni negate. So we have an Omni negate with Regulus. We have Motorhome Transport, which cannot be destroyed by card effects or battle because it is level 11 or higher. It's level 18 right now. We have Hang On Mock being level 7, which means that's unaffected by activated monster effects whose original level length is lower, which means that we're unaffected by any level 6 or lower monster. Also, which means you want to Ash this, you want to Baylor this, unaffected. Also, if it's level 7 or higher, any card sent from your opponent's graveyard is banished instead. So this is a Macrocosmos or a Dimensional Fissure. This is Macrocosmos that's unaffected by monster effects that are level 6 or lower. We have FA Shining Star GT, which is a monster negate that gains attack equal to the levels of monsters pointing to it. So this one's level 7, level 18, times 300. This card already has 7,500 attack. And then don't forget the field spell, which increases the levels of all FA monsters by 2 during the main phase and battle phase, which is why they're level 7, level 18, and Shining Star GT so high. Also, do not forget that the field spell makes it so my opponent cannot target FA monsters I control with card effects. So This Macrocosmos is unaffected by level 6 or lower monster effects. It cannot be targeted by card effects. And it is a Macrocosmos. Shining Star GT cannot be targeted by card effects. It has 7500 attack and it's a monster negate. This one's an Omni negate. This card has 5400 attack. Cannot be targeted by card effects. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. Cannot be destroyed by battle. And during my turn, after the turn ends or whatever, I can special summon another FA monster from my graveyard. So this board is insane. Oh, also there's Regulus. Like, this is nuts. I mean, this is what I was able to do after the combo finish, or like after the video. So they're playing, I guess, Blue Eyes, like a Blue Eyes dragon build or something. They go trade in pretty much, discard, but remember, they have to go to the banish pile. So let me tell you what he can't do now. So he cannot trigger Lubellion because he has to send it to the graveyard. He cannot Valor me because it has to go to the graveyard. And Chaos Emperor cannot do anything because it has to banish cards from the graveyard. So yeah, you got Summoner Monk. I mean, go off, I guess. He discards the duality, gets banished. He special summons a level 4. He special summons Beginning Night. Oh, remember, he's trying to target a monster my opponent controls. Can't. Doesn't have the effect. He goes Dugaris here. He goes Dugaris to draw 2 and discard 1. We use the effect of Shining Star GT to negate the effect and destroy it. And it goes battle phase, does nothing, loses. There we go, he just loses. There's nothing he can do. So there we go, that's one of the games. I mean, that was already crazy enough, but the boards are getting even crazier because I have such a goofy deck. We're running Psychic and Punisher, Satellite Warrior, Changying, Shinshin. We're running Garden Rose Maiden to get us access to more field spell. And then we also are running Excel Synchro. We are off the deep end. This is my cooked up crazy deck. Also, if you want to see me play something I actually like, or I don't know you want, just thanks for stopping by. Ciao.